We are back! Welcome back to yet another live stream. I am sweating. It is Getafe versus Coventry City in a pre-season friendly, guys. Share your predictions down below. It's 15 minutes until kickoff here in sunny Spain, isn't it? Getafe versus Coventry. Should be an interesting match. We are back with the content. Get your predictions in. Say hello. It's good to see you all. Feel free to share your thoughts on the upcoming season. Even if there's a few Getafe fans in here, which there could be, I would imagine it's mainly Coventry fans. But get involved. Get some comments in. Hit that like button. Let's go for 100 likes before kickoff. Hit that thumbs up button. And I'm joined by Burgie. Hello.
How are we all doing? I've got a bit of stage fright. It's been a while. I don't really know what to say.
Say hello.
Hello,
Mate, it's warm, isn't it?
mate. It's probably sunnier here than it is in Spain.
Maybe. Probably not, but
I love it.
it's hot.
Who likes this weather? I love it.
I do. Right, let's talk some football before we go off on a tangent talking about the weather. Share your thoughts, guys. Getafe versus Coventry. It is a friendly. I'm sure most of you are not taking it too serious, but we do want to see some good football today. Like I say, hit that like button and get your comments in. We are going to come and read them out. There's nearly 100 people in here already. Emily says 3-1 Coventry. Vanden Goat says 3-1 Getafe. Saar says 4-1 Cov. Glimpse reckons 1-1. Michael says it's back. We are back, and get your comments in. Hit that like button. Do everything you must do, and let me get those starting 11s up in case you haven't seen them.
We've got any new players then?
Right, here we go. Collins, Van Evac, Latibodiere, Binks, De Silva, Andrews, Sheaf, Palmer, Sakamoto, Abikwu, and Wright. It's a pre-season game, so what I'm expecting, Jamie, is pretty much two different teams. One for the first half, one for the second half. I don't think it shows the bench here, does it? Nope, it doesn't. So that is the starting 11. Expect to see some changes at half-time. It is a friendly. But yeah, plenty of good players in there. A couple of youngsters like Andrews and Abikwu. But yeah, Van Evac, good to see Sakamoto back as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The fact that he's here for the pre-season friendlies is just really reassuring that he's hopefully going to be starting first game of the season.
Absolutely. I am so happy to see him back because he did get injured. We thought he might be back in time for the end of last season, but he wasn't. I think he'll be pretty ready come the start of the season, which is still about 3 weeks away. Guys, share your thoughts, get your comments in. It's good to see you all. I must also say, it's not just a sunny day, but if there's kids watching, they're breaking up from school this week. Everyone's in a happy mood. Let's enjoy some football.
And first stream in the new office.
Oh, yeah, it is. Well, no, actually, we did stream the fixture release, but it's the first match stream in
First
the
one
office.
of me in the new
Yeah,
office.
that's what people
tune in for.
That's what people are here to see. Guys, let's read out a few more comments. If you comment, we will read it out. There's 150 of you guys in here. Get your comments in and take 2 seconds to like. If there's 150 of you, we should be on 150 likes. It takes 2 seconds. Drop a like. Let's read out some comments. Big Rickster says 2-1 to Cov. Jono says, hi guys, good first half team. I agree. Getafe are too strong for Coventry. Someone said, yeah, well, it's a pre-season game. Anything could happen, I guess. Richard says, good luck, mate. You should win. So there you go. Two people with contrasting views. Let's talk a little bit about Getafe. I don't know as much about Getafe as I do about Football League clubs in England, but decent La Liga team. I think they were mid-table last season. A couple of decent goal scorers there. They did actually have Mason Greenwood last season. He's not there this season. But yeah, a decent La Liga team. So they're in a good league. I think the Spanish football pyramid is not as strong as the English football pyramid. But yeah, decent team. I think it'd be a good test for Coventry, this. I know it's a friendly, but if we draw this, that's a good start.
Well, what does, other than, you know, seeing how your team plays and getting new players on and that, what is the benefit of these games? Is there a prize?
Oh, no.
So because at the end of the day, yeah, you want to win it, but
Yeah.
like what?
Well, there is some pre-season tournaments where you win a trophy and stuff, but this isn't. This is just a friendly.
It's like, say if it's like,
It's just about.
it's like 90 minutes, and you know, would Robbins be going, come on, let's get one, let's win it. Not
Well,
really.
yeah, in a sense, you don't want to lose for. You'd rather win than lose, of course, but it's a friendly, so it's about just giving everyone some minutes. Yeah, I don't tend to take friendlies too seriously unless it's a really outrageous result. You know, I think we saw Birmingham losing like 5-0 the other day. I'm still sure they'll have a good season in League One, but that was a bit like, oh, hang on. Do you know what I mean? Let's have a look at a few more comments. Emily says, Burgie, how are you in the hot summer weather?
I am loving it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's just a shame we're inside. It's a shame we ain't got a convertible roof here.
I know, yeah.
So, you know, like Wimbledon,
outside
where they,
stream, that'd be cool.
like Wimbledon tennis, they kind of
lift the roof off.
Could be an idea. Outside stream,
inflatable
chairs.
Let's read out a few more comments. Yusuf says, yeah, Greenwood's gone to Marseille. He has. Corey says, it's Corey, who you've seen at the hospital. Good to see you, Corey.
Hi.
I think that was both of us saw Corey, didn't
yes.
we? Good to see you, Corey. Jono says, as long as they put in a good performance, that's what we want to take away from this. Absolutely. So, with minutes till kickoff, 7 minutes, let's do a big like spike. If there's 150 of you here, it should be 150 likes. It takes 2 seconds. Just do us a favour. It really helps if you like. And let's see how we're doing for subscribers. If anyone around here hasn't subscribed yet, we are now, 8 away from the next little milestone. We're closing in very close now to 70,000. 8 subs. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. But most of all, everyone, with 7 minutes to go, let's get a prediction. It's difficult to predict pre-season games, Burgie, but let's give it a go. I think I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to say 2-2.
Oh, I was going to go for that as well.
2-2. You can copy me if you want.
All right, I'll let you for a win. 2-1 Cov.
Oh, mate.
I mean, it's probably the most common prediction everyone's going to give.
Yeah.
But if I can, it means I can edge you a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-2. Burgie is going for a 2-1 Coventry win. Get your predictions down below. I'm trying to think, if Coventry don't tend to do too well in pre-season games.
I know we got hammered by Rangers.
I feel like sometimes we do well and then we don't start the season well, or we'll have a bad pre-season and we will start the season well.
So we need to lose this.
Yeah, we need to lose. That's the way it works. Right, keep your comments coming. We're on 75 likes. Keep going. We're closing in on 100. Blue Terrier says 2-1 to Getafe. Colin says 3-0 to Coventry. Sophie looks different, says Sophie. You do, actually.
Look more attractive.
Oh, there you go. Not sure about that. Elm says 5-3 win, and that's me saying you're bad looking, by the way, before you start. No, yeah. Rover says 3-2 to Coventry. Elm says thoughts on O'Hare to Sheffield United. I did mention it in my early Championship predictions video a couple of days ago. It is what it is. Some Cov fans are not going to like it. It's happened. I'm sure he'll do well. I'm sure he'll link up with Hamer if he's still there. He might go, though. Yeah, decent signing for Sheffield United. He left on a free. What can I say?
Well, I was chatting to Sophie about it, and I was saying that it's nice to look back at, you know, when there's a highlight, match of the day or whatever, and you're like, oh, Hamer's scored, good for him, or O'Hare scored. She went, yeah, but when it's not in the same league. Say if it was in the Premier League when Hamer scored or whatever, it's like good for him. But when it's now on a competitive level,
yeah, maybe, yeah.
But no, I don't have any hard feelings. It was a nice photo that he took with Hamer in the gym. You know, reunited.
Yeah.
I want to see him do well. I don't hate any.
You don't begrudge him. You don't begrudge him.
Never,
no, that's
never.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think the thing some people are a bit sore about is the fact he said he was going to go to the Premier League, but there you go. Never mind. Toffee Man 1878 says, to be fair, he's going for a draw. Corey says, can't wait till the season starts. Hopefully I see yous again. Yes, Corey, hopefully. Elm says, Hamer to Wolves is the latest rumour. It is. Cal the Dragon, good to see you, Cal.
Hello.
How you doing? We'll have to meet up at some point.
You say it every time.
I do say that every time, but we will have to do it. Good to see you.
Throwaway comment.
Big Rickster says, thoughts on Southgate quitting? Yeah, let's give some thoughts quickly. Yeah, it's a shame because he has brought the most success to England. I did think, though, although I supported him through the tournament, maybe a change is needed. But my stance was I'm going to support him until we go out, because what's the point in calling for his head when he's still there? I just think, like, some fans are a bit fickle and just give him the tournament. We didn't win it. We did all right. We got to the final. We didn't play great. Never mind. Southgate's gone. Fingers crossed we get Eddie Howe or something now. We look forward to.
Well, yeah, the thing with Southgate, I think we've been spoiled and we haven't realised, we don't realise. This is, since I got into football, 2015, I've been like, okay, yeah, England's getting to semis, whatever, against quarters, that's normal England, isn't it? No, it's not. It is not normal England.
No, it isn't. No.
So we may now face quite a bad England squad.
We could do it. You know, some people might be saying afterwards, "Oh, be careful what you wish for." Look, anyway, it's happened. Share your thoughts, guys, if you want to. We're going to turn our attention to this match as Getafe take on Coventry City in 3 minutes' time. Get your predictions in. If you haven't already, feel free to share your thoughts, especially if you are a Coventry fan. Blue Terrier, who's a Huddersfield fan, give us some more thoughts on Jack Rodoni. Give us your thoughts. I mean, he scored in a behind closed doors friendly the other day against Port Vale. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come. Let's continue with the like spike. We're on 80. Let's just see if we can get to 100 before kickoff. It takes 2 seconds to drop a like. Hit that like button. It really supports our channel. Make sure to subscribe as well. And yeah, keep your comments coming. I cannot wait for this one. Bergie, remind me of your prediction.
It was to beat you, mate. 2-1.
To beat me? I'm not a Getafe though, am I?
Right.
What do you mean?
To beat your score.
Yeah.
2-1. Trying to be funny. Carry on.
Yeah, it wasn't very funny. I'm joking. Right, we're going to turn our attention. Like I say, 2 minutes till kick-off. Can't see anything coming through just yet, but the game will surely kick off bang on at 5 o'clock. Cal the Dragon says, I'm decent, thank you. I'm heading to Dublin next Sunday for a charity match. Enjoy! That's what Cal the Dragon does now. He just plays loads of charity matches.
What's the charity for? I'm curious.
Yeah, let us know what the charity is, Cal. We'll give it a shout out. Yes, good to see you, Cal. And like I say, let us know if you're coming down to Coventry soon. Any more comments? John says, what's the lineup? Right, let's just quickly show you one more time before kickoff. Coventry City look like this. If you can't see that, I'll read it out. It's Collins, Van Evac, Latibodiere, Binks, De Silva, Andrews, Sheaf, Palmer, Sakamoto, Ibikwu, and Wright. It's nearly a starting 11 from the Championship, except Andrews and Ibikwu are youngsters that have come in. And I did point out earlier, expect to see a completely different team in the second half. It's how it goes. So players that are not there, let's think of some. Bobby Thomas, Kitchen, Sims, you know, Allen. We might see all of those in the second half.
It's probably fair to read out the opposition's team, or show it.
We could see if we can find it.
Oh,
here we go. Look, you've said that and it's popped up.
Boom.
Getafe starting 11. Where is it? Where is it? It's disappeared. I can't find it. I'll see if I can get it up for them in a bit, but I can't find it at the moment. Thanks, Bergie. Embarrassing. I've had to look for it and I couldn't find it. You've shown me up. Right, let's read out a few more comments. 3 points today is a please, says George. Yeah, praying for a victory. We will see. It's pre-season, of course, guys. School ended today, says LTFC collects. It did. Play up Sky Blues, says Gavster. Blue Terrier says Jack Rodoni scoring in a pre-season game. Was there a keeper in goal? Then again, he probably still missed the target. He can't be that bad, Blue Terrier. I think I did ask your thoughts before and you were a bit like, he's not worth 5 million. But is he bad, or is he just being, is it just because his price tag was a bit more than you thought it should have been? Right, like I say, the game is kicking off very soon. We are just about to hit 6 o'clock. Nothing is popping up just yet in terms of the action. We're getting close though, we are getting close. What I will say is we are on 99 likes. So one more like takes us to
200.
Hilarious. You two will be the English language commenters for the game then. Who's play-by-play and who's doing colour commentary, says Andrew. What do you mean? Is the... I presume it hasn't got English commentary on the game. Obviously, we have the volume turned down.
Our screen isn't black and white.
Right, like I say, sorry, Bergie, we've just hit 6 o'clock, so the game is about to kick off. We've got everything we need. And do you know what I've done as well, guys? I mean, obviously, you can see that the setting is slightly different. Let me know if you prefer it. And the thumbnail, I changed that as well. So give me your thoughts. Be honest. Say if you don't like it. I've also done it. So that is a 90-minute clock now. So it doesn't go to 60 and then stop. So I have to do 2 lots of 45. I've sorted it. I know, such a boomer. I've got it. So it is a 90-minute clock. It will go to 90 instead of having to do 2 lots of 45. Right, here we go. I can see the fans packing into the stands. It is a sellout crowd here at this pre-season ground.
I thought that was cricket.
No.
I thought you literally tuned into cricket.
Look at this camera angle, by the way.
You can't there, no?
Yeah, no, 2 seconds. I'm
Okay.
saying it's so low, though, isn't it? Look at that. Right, like I say, guys, we are going to turn our attention
palm trees
to the game kicking off. It hasn't kicked off just yet. It looks like the players are warming up. This looks a little bit Sunday League, doesn't it? With the players still on the pitch while the players are about to walk out.
What if the coconut falls on someone's head? Wow!
Oh, that's quite cool. They got a drone.
Adam Hancock.
It's like FIFA where you can change the views. So you got like an overhead view. Not sure if I like it, but there you go.
Well, like an action shot view. Wheel arch. Wait, no, it's GTA.
Once again, a massive thank you for your support. We're 1 like away from 100, so get involved. But as I say, we are turning our attention to the game kicking off very soon. Pitch is beautiful, says JT. It looks all right, doesn't it?
Looks, yeah.
Looks okay. That looks a little bit Minecrafty, doesn't it? I don't know if that's because of the quality of it, but it's coming through a bit pixelated. Blue Terrier says he's a solid player that works hard for the team, but he does miss some real sitters. Well, Blue Terrier, the Huddersfield fan, is referring to Jack Rodoni.
Okay.
A perfect replacement for Callum O'Hare then. Misses sitters, eh? Sar says, in Spain, I support Deportivo. There you go. Let's just read out a few more comments. Kieran says hello. What else have we got? Do you think any more signings are coming in, says John? I think so. Don't ask me who. I don't know who, obviously. But
you know what? We haven't got as many signings as we did last year. You know, we got loads.
But that might work in our interest. You know, it's not about whoever signs the most wins the league. You want the most settled team. You want the most quality as well. So I think 3 more players. I think a goalie. I want a defender, preferably a versatile one who can play centre back and full back. And I would like more experience in midfield. I think going forwards we've got a lot of quality, so I'm happy with Sims and Wright.
It took us a few years to be saying that. You know, how many times we need a striker?
They can be the hardest to replace, like someone who's going to get 20 goals. So at least we don't have to do that with Sims and Wright. And Mason Clark will chip in with some goals. Right, the game has not kicked off yet. Glenn says, I prefer your commentary to the Spanish one. Well, I appreciate that, Glenn.
Didn't know you spoke Spanish as well.
It hasn't kicked off, of course. It was due to kick off at 6 p.m, but it looks like the players that were... There we go. Is it about to start?
That goalie kit annoys me.
Yeah, that's Collins and De Silva. Yeah, they're playing.
That irritates me. It looks too much like an away kit.
Oh, actually, while we've got loads of Coventry fans in here, we haven't spoken about the new kit. Share your thoughts, guys, especially Coventry fans. What's your thoughts on the new kit? I like it. I'm going to get it next week when it comes out.
I'm very critical of this sort of stuff, and I have points that make no sense, so bear with. I feel like with Hummel, they can either do something which is a throwback to the past, like a retro remake, which has no originality to it, or they make it look like League 2 with nothing on it and just sky blue, which is what a lot of people want, to be fair.
Yeah.
So the design is awful. The goalie kit is lovely, but that I feel is suited more for an away kit.
Yeah, I guess.
I like the goalie kits to look ugly. They usually do because they, to distract the strike and all that stuff. I like them to be a bit, lairish.
I guess.
And unfortunately, it's actually quite beautiful. So.
Unfortunately, it's quite beautiful.
Again, doesn't make sense.
Talking about the home shirt, because I don't really buy goalie shirts. I know you do. But I'm going to give the home shirt an 8.5, possibly a 9. I quite like it. Let's have a look.
Only because it's
Elm says banger. Connor says they're awful. Let's have a look.
Logos, but the sponsor's better.
Dovin at the CBS today, by the way, says Glenn. There you go. You love to hear it. Love the new kit, says John, by the way. Connor says he supports Arsenal. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. We've got nearly 200 viewers. It hasn't started yet. That's why I haven't started the timer. So in the meantime, feel free to share a prediction if you haven't already, or if you already have, feel free to share some comments. Let me know what you're feeling. If you've got any questions for us, get them in down below while you've got us. I can see the players on the pitch now, so we are about a minute away from kicking off, hopefully. Continue to make sure you've dropped a like, though. If there's 200 people in here, we'll try and close in on 200 likes. And let's see if we can get 2 more people to subscribe. If there's 2 people watching that are not subscribed, make us do it. Come on, get involved. Help us get over the line by liking and subscribing, and we can now really turn our attention to the game, Burgie, because the players have taken their positions.
What is the camera angle? Like, what is the actual camera angle they're going to use? Is it this? Because they haven't really got any stands or terraces or anything to mount the camera.
Right, let's see.
And also, does that fan work?
It does, but it's a bit noisy. Actually, how's the sound coming through, guys? I'll just quickly ask you that as well before the game gets underway. It still hasn't started yet. The players, as I say, were just taking their positions. The officials are just making sure everything is how it should be before the game starts.
I think Sheaf's already spilled something down his shirt. A bit like you do.
Cheers, mate.
Every time a night out.
Yeah, appreciate that. Still not got underway just yet. Let's see if we've got everything we need. We've got the game up in front of us. Let's read out a few more comments because we're just about to start. I think 2-1 Getafe, sorry, but still have hope, says Baller Joe. 1-0 Sky Blues, says John. Right, let's get the timer started because the game is getting underway. We are back for content for the 24-25 season. Of course, we start with pre-season with Coventry City facing Getafe, and it's live. Here we go.
If they're in the Liga, where are the fans?
This is not their stadium. This is like a pre-season stadium, isn't it?
Oh!
I don't even know a training ground or something. Is that what you call it?
Oh, fair enough.
So here we go. We are underway, and really hoping for a good game. It's pre-season, so the result is not vital. But if we can, if we do win, that still would be massively encouraging for Coventry City before the start of the new year.
Angle.
It is a weird camera angle, that, but we've seen a few different ones as the game gets underway, by the way, with Coventry City with possession inside their own half.
It's a good idea, but... Oh!
The camera angle's gone low. It's like there's only two options. The camera angle's either from like a satellite or from someone like watching, like the manager or something, because it's right by the dugouts. Coventry City with possession here with Collins. And he plays it out.
Look at the goal. Look at the state of it.
We play with better goals, don't we?
Well, is this
place I work
a poor part of the country?
No, it's just a training facility, isn't it? So Coventry City still with possession inside their own half. Getafe have not had a touch of the ball inside this first minute, but nothing to talk about yet. Nice little turn there as Coventry City move the ball forwards down the left-hand side. I can't even see where the ball's gone. Here is this a big group down the left-hand side as Coventry City look to create the first chance of the game. Oh! Nearly. And the ball goes out for a Getafe throw-in on the other side just after a minute. Wow.
I want to see what cars go past.
Oh, here we go. We get an action replay of this. Whoa, look at this. He crosses it and no one's there. He goes out for a throw-in on the other side. So it remains goalless here between Getafe and Coventry. Let's have a look at a few more comments, guys. Do you think Ipswich will stay in the Prem, says Kieran? I think it'd be close, but I did back them when I did my video the other day. Neil says, any news on the new keeper? Well, Glenn said earlier that there was someone at the CBS, wasn't there? Sorry, we're just going to take a look at this, because in the first minute, I think that was a Bikwu who put the cross in, was it? He's gone down.
What was
Can't
that?
quite see. Well, so far away. It might be Hadji Wright that's down, sorry.
Shorts.
Hadji Wright is just getting some treatment as the game carries on. It's the last thing you want. I think that's the biggest thing from pre-season. Don't get any injuries. Get minutes in the legs. If you can win, great. If you play well, great.
But no tears in the
legs. But the most important thing, do not get injured. As Coventry City have possession inside their own half with only 10 men on the pitch at the moment, with Hadji Wright on the floor receiving some treatment.
Feels like the camera's triggered by movement. Just
Mate, I've seen Ring doorbells with better quality than this. Ben Sheaf is back as Coventry City just knock it round inside their own half. Coventry City playing a possession style of football at the moment, with Getafe barely having a touch of the ball so far today. But there's only a few minutes on the clock. Let's keep it up to date with the comments. Hadji's injured, says Andrew. Yeah, well, he did go down. I mean, he's back on his feet, but oh dear, that's not what we want. So keep your comments coming, guys. Chris says, evening, Matt. Good evening. What a star Tom is for putting in the rest of the money for the statue. Colin, yes, we must talk about that. Tom Grennan has made sure that the John and George statues at the CBS will be built because they didn't have all the money. He's funded the rest of it.
Right.
It's a fair play to him. Sakamoto goes back to Ben Sheaf and he goes back into the middle as Coventry City keep the ball here. 3.5 minutes on the clock. Oh dear. Do you get into pre-season friendlies much? Or?
I've never really watched them, and now I've realised, no, not really. I think the only other one I watched was the Rangers one where we had Godden on for the first time. Didn't we lose?
That was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I watched it. Yours. I think it was lockdown. Was it the second lockdown or something?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's going back
We lost
to 2020.
Did we play against Bidwell? Not Bidwell, sorry. He was a Rangers player. Looked like Bidwell.
Looked like Bidwell.
It was.
Not sure who you're talking about. Getafe with possession inside their own half. As we come up to 5 minutes on the clock, and they lose possession here. Nice movement there from Sakamoto. Finds Casey Palmer. Palmer. Dispossessed, is he? No, he wins the ball back. Well, Coventry, I mean, it's only 5 minutes and it's a pre-season game, but it's a good start here from Coventry. Getting on the front foot. Seen almost 95% of the ball already.
What a funny name.
So Sky Blues knock it about here, just inside the Getafe half now, with all of their 11 players in their own half. Here's Milan Van Evak, who's growing his hair out at the moment. I don't know, it just looks more like Afro-y, doesn't it? It's
A throw-in.
a throw-in.
A throw-in.
Nice. Coventry City with possession inside their own half. Nothing to report on just yet. There is a few pre-season games underway at the moment. Let's see if we can get a couple of scores. Blackpool are drawing 0-0 with Cadiz. Nottingham Forest are drawing 0-0 with Sunderland. It's an interesting one. I can't see any more English teams that are currently in action. Of course, Coventry are drawing 0-0 here with Getafe. There's only been one half chance in the game, and that was, I think it was Hadji Wright, wasn't it, down the left-hand side, because he sort of injured himself in the process. 0-0, it remains. But Coventry have started all right.
Do you want to get you any chocolate bars? Would you like a toffee crisp? Getafe crisp.
Oh, Jesus, that's not even funny. Terrible, if anything.
Will you come up with one?
De Silva here.
Would you like to go?
Binks, Ben Sheaf.
Okay.
Question to the Coventry fans. Let's keep the live chat flowing. Who would be the worst player for Coventry to sell? Say if we were to sell a player tomorrow, who is the worst player we could sell? Ben Sheaf? Do you think he's the hardest to replace? Let me know your thoughts. Jack, BCFC, good to see you. He says hello. Good to see you, Jack. Thanks for joining us. It's still goalless here in this pre-season match.
There's a Liverpool fan in the crowd.
How'd you see that?
You were looking away.
Was it down there? Maybe. Lives in Spain or something.
Really much to talk about, is there?
Well, I just don't really like the camera angle, but there you go.
Well, it can't be any worse than Northampton.
Yeah, that was terrible. They used to have. I don't know if it's because they had the Coventry cameras, but sorry, from the Rico, they had them there, and because they used to be a bit further out, yeah, it just made it look terrible.
Is that from your
old house? Yeah.
so it's picking up from your old
Well,
house?
it doesn't show me the image. It just lets me know that someone's there for some reason.
Is that the silhouette of them though?
Yes.
That's cool.
Is it?
That's weird.
Here is Ben Sheaf feeding it through. Let's have a look at what people said in answers to that question. Ben, Defo, yeah. Ben Sheaf, yeah. Sakamoto, people saying. Sakamoto. I think the worst player to sell at the moment is Ben Sheaf. Yes, and he has generated a little bit of interest. I've not heard anything like concrete about him going, but there has been teams sniffing, hasn't there? Like Luton were sniffing, weren't they?
So I didn't realise that Ben Sheaf was so important until all these players have come and gone, and he's still remained. And then I've learnt about the team a bit more.
I feel like players in his role can go under the radar a bit for the quality they do.
Yeah. Is he our captain? He's not a captain, is he? Who's the captain?
He is, isn't he?
Is he? No.
He's got to be for the upcoming season.
Oh, he was having his photo taken.
We've rotated a bit over the last few months and years. Here come Getafe. They still haven't had a real chance yet, Getafe. Oh, touch wood. Here we go. Oh, God. Cross goes in. Van Evac sticks it out for a throw into Getafe. Let's read out a few more comments. Jack, the Birmingham fan, says, no problem. Our signings are looking good. Good stuff, Jack.
Oh, I wish Birmingham won.
I do. Hi, says IF. Is it LFC? It's on YouTube, by the way, buddy. As an Ipswich fan, I would love Coventry to come up, says Kieran. Oh, fingers crossed. We'll join you there.
I just hope they don't do a Luton, almost.
I think they're going to spend more money than Luton, so I think that gives Ipswich a better chance.
I mean, they've got a Cheon on the side, haven't they?
Yeah, that's true. So 0-0 it remains in pre-season between Getafe and Coventry City. We are only, 10 likes away from 150? Get involved if you've not already hit the like button to help our stream out. It takes 2 seconds to click that thumbs up button. Get involved, like, subscribe.
Sounds like a kids presenter.
And it's nearly 10 minutes on the clock. What do you mean?
2 seconds, Mr. Tumble.
Jesus. Here's Casey Palmer, goes down, wins a free kick. Who's your favourite Coventry player currently? Is it like Palmer or Sakamoto?
Sakamoto.
Is it?
It's still Sakamoto. I mean, I am the naive football fan that just sees a striker.
All right, here's one. Who do you prefer out of Hadji Wright and Ellis Sims?
Ellis Sims does more.
Do you prefer Sims? I don't know if I prefer Wright.
Let's
put that to the view.
I think Ellis Sims does more for the team. He brings them forward and all of that.
Possibly.
Whereas Wright just needs it played correctly in the box. He's like a Haaland almost. Just needs it to his feet.
It's not the worst thing you could say about him. He's like a Haaland.
Yeah.
Still 0-0. Coventry City, I think, caught offside there, were they? No, it's our free kick, actually. Sorry, excuse me. Coventry City with possession on the halfway line now. Question to the Coventry fans. Ellis Sims or Hadji Wright? Who do you prefer?
What other players were there? I'm trying to re-jog my memory now. Palmer was a little bit unreliable. He falls over too much. He goes down too easily. And he get his temper as well. He can get himself.
He's a flair player, but yeah, he can lose the ball and stuff. But that's part of his game, I guess.
No, but it's the way how he lashes out at the ref sometimes. He's been booked before, kicking a advertisement sign.
Oh crap! Okay, well dealt with there. Yeah, I mean, I know it's pre-season, and I'm not sure if Getafe are playing their strongest team, but this is really encouraging from Coventry so far, who look in complete control, to be honest. Touch wood, because we might go and concede in a minute, but we've seen almost all of the ball, and the only team who's really created any kind of chance, but there's still not been a golden chance. But having said that, here comes Van Evac. He's in the box. He wins a corner for Coventry.
Do you know what the quality looks like then? It looks like someone's Sunday League game uploaded on YouTube. Like a highlight from a Sunday League game.
Bit, doesn't it? Let's have a look.
Recorded on a potato.
Saar says he prefers Wright. Steve prefers Sims. Bourne prefers Ellis. RG prefers Wright. Colin says both. There you go. It's pretty split.
Yeah, it's down the middle.
Wright should score more with his head.
Sakamoto with these corners. Come on, lad.
Yeah, Coventry corner to come in here. Let's see what we can produce.
Here we go. He was great pre-season against MK Dons as well, what we saw.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Corner goes in. It wasn't a... Oh, God. Do you know what? We've had we've had a bit of pre-season already to practice corners, and it's still not much better. But I can't even blame Josh Eccles for that one. Getafe clear their lines. It remains 0-0. And the Coventry corner came to nothing.
Looks like Gino De Campo.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I should have actually wore to really show any of the players? I should have worn my Mallorca FC shirt. Yeah. That would have really...
Don't know why you're not.
It's the same league, isn't it?
They're not in the top league, are they?
It says La Liga on the shirt, on the sleeve.
Or were they just in the top league the year that shirt was made? I don't know. Find out. Still 0-0 between Getafe and Coventry. Getafe with a free kick inside their own half. The ball is lofted long, which Sakamoto gives chase to, but he doesn't get it. Getafe keep possession. And they're looking to try and build through the thirds here.
Oh, they're playing Crew Alexandra Sunday.
Oh, mate.
Barnsley and West Brom.
They're having a little pre-season tour in England then.
That's a bit weird, that.
You should go down to West Brom and watch them with your shirt.
With my shirt.
No, don't look at me like that. Coventry City with possession. Don't look at me like that. I'm not going to West Brom to watch Mallorca. You can do it if you want. So basically, for those of you that want to know this incredible story, Burgie's mum bought him a Mallorca shirt. Okay, a Mallorca official shirt when she went to Spain, and now he wants to go and watch them play. And they're playing West Brom in pre-season, so
27th of July.
Go for it. Do a vlog. Start your own YouTube channel. That's a shout. Let's have a look at some comments. Hector says hello. Glad to have Cov back in action. Yes. Speaking of Coventry, here they come. The ball goes back to the goalkeeper. 15 minutes nearly on the clock. Still goalless between Getafe and Coventry. Colin says we need players that could take corners. Yeah, honestly, I know it sounds. It doesn't sound silly actually. It sounds like it's a problem we do need to address because that could cost us 5 extra goals that we could get from corners. We've got good tall players like Wright and Sims and the centre backs. Send them up, get someone to lift it so it actually goes in, head height. We might get more goals.
I don't know how to do it. Imagine being in little Spain.
Mark says he prefers Sims. I think Binks will keep his place, says Mark.
I don't like any of the defenders. They're just so
look. Steve says Sims just edges it. Not much between them, says Dave. I like Sims up front with Hadji on the left. Yeah, I think a few people said that last season to make them work together because at the start of the season they didn't work together, did they, Burgie?
No, sorry. I'm just trying to think how I'd get in with a load of Spanish fans. But...
So 15 minutes on the clock and we're going to have a water break.
Oh yeah, like a little siesta.
They're not going for a siesta, Burgie.
Would they
They've
not?
They've got 75 minutes of football to still get through.
How long's a siesta?
Well, unless they have a 30-second siesta, maybe. But it's to get refreshments because it looks like it's boiling there. It's boiling here, to be honest.
Can we call it a siesta?
Let's have a drinks break. Well, put it there.
I've got nothing in here.
Oh.
Happy siesta.
Right. Keep some comments coming while they're having a quick drinks break, which will take no more than a minute. It gives me a chance to quickly say, if you've not already hit the like button, make sure to do so. And for those of you guys that are not subscribed, make sure to do so. Get involved. It takes 2 seconds. And keep your comments coming. If you've just joined us, it's goalless in pre-season between Getafe and Coventry. We're having a drinks break, which is understandable. Even their players are suffering from the heat.
Definitely a siesta.
It's very hot, isn't it? How's the sound quality coming through, guys? Let me know, by the way. Prediction for Eastleigh versus Southampton, says Big Rickster. Oh, I don't know.
Is Johnson playing? No, he's not even playing.
3-0 Southampton, I'm going to say. Yeah, water breaks, says Colin. Blue Terrier does say that Rodoni is decent at taking corners. That is something we needed to hear. Or is he going to pick up the Coventry curse and not be able to take some? And to be honest, the thing is, Blue Terrier, Rodoni's not even playing at the moment. So, hopefully in the second half, if he comes on, he will come on and start putting some corners in, which will make us feel a bit more optimistic for next season.
Do you know what the kit reminds me of? Other than the League 2 kit.
Oh, Jack has said any beers today. I haven't had beer since the weekend. And I know that might not sound like a big deal, but I'm used to just...
algae.
No, I know, dude. But I'm used to drinking like quite a bit. I don't have any in the fridge, mate.
Those Rome ones. Did you drink them?
Oh, no, they're in there, but I've not tried them. They're yours.
No, I've left them here for you.
But you can have one if your drinks run out. I'm going to stick to pop.
New announcement, by the way, for those regulars. I've got myself a car now.
Hey! Should we turn the webcam so we can point at it over there?
It's like a estate van thing. Good for my painting.
Yeah. Round of applause for Burgie sorting himself a car because he passed his test a couple of months ago at the 100th attempt, so fair play to him. I'm messing, mate. Well done.
Not messing
right.
It was 100.
The water break is over. The football is back. It was about 2 minutes that. I don't know if they'll add that onto stoppage time. It's pre-season.
What are you going to do? Your new 90-minute clock.
They're not that strict on it. They'll probably just blow the whistle bang on 45, I reckon. Getafe with possession inside their own half. I'm sure Mark Robins' instructions will probably be keep doing what you're doing, lads, because it's been pretty good. I mean, we haven't had loads of chances, but I just feel like we've been in control, especially of possession. Let's have a look. Matt, what do you think of Burnley's new keeper? Oh yeah, is that the one from Ipswich? Hladky. Should we have a little Google on that? Is that the one from Ipswich?
Oh, that's cool. You can Google.
No, I can't get it up. Yeah, let me know. That must be the one from Ipswich, mustn't it? How often do you broadcast new to show, says Neil. How often do I broadcast? Do you mean do a live stream? Not very often. When the season's underway, I do 1 or 2 a week.
Well, it's every Cov away day that you don't make.
Yeah, but I do other teams as well sometimes.
Yeah. What?
There's plenty of content coming up for the new season, guys. So
you say you're covering a lot more of League One.
Yeah, well.
So does that mean League One streams?
Maybe, but we're doing predictions with a certain Championship YouTuber.
Who they will be.
Right, keep those comments coming. Like I say, the game is back underway after that water break. Coventry City passing the ball around inside their own half. Sarah says it is from Ipswich. Hladky. Yes. Yeah, decent. Yeah, decent. That.
Someone signed.
So have Ipswich signed a new keeper? I've not caught up with that.
The striker's gone as well, isn't they?
Kiefer Moore. He's gone to Sheffield United. Yeah, I saw that.
I said, why? They've just been promoted. Why is it going down?
How old is he? Is he like about 30 though? Maybe he just thinks he can't cut it in the Prem. I mean, Ipswich, as good as they were last year, if they don't trade up, they won't have a good chance of staying up. So they do need to spend money on players that really can cut it in the Premier League. But yeah, decent signing for Burnley that, if they brought in Hladky from Ipswich. Keep your comments coming, guys. Once again, it's great to be back. 20 minutes on the clock here between Getafe and Coventry. And what would you take away from this so far?
Have a drink.
You need another drink.
What would I take away from this? We look like we are in charge, but we don't seem like we want it enough to score. Like our best chance was right at the beginning.
Well, that was I mean, speaking about it, that cross that Hadji Wright put in, that he seemed to injure himself doing, but he's okay now, was the only real. I haven't seen it. I haven't
seen any shots off or on target. So what's going on? I haven't really seen many defensive tackles. Shirt with a white stripe, and it reversed. It's got white shorts, and the stripe is blue as it continues.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to buy the shorts if you want to wear the kit. You want to wear the shirt. But do you know what it reminds me of? Other than the League Two one, it reminds me of the 2005 last season at the
Hythe Road. Yeah,
Subaru one.
A little bit like that. But it's a bit League Two-ish, isn't it? Yeah. It's just a plain sky blue, not stripes.
That's the thing,
Do you prefer? That's another question to the viewers. Do you prefer blue and white stripes?
Yeah.
Or just blue shirt?
Blue and white stripes, but not this because there was too much going on.
So this is just blue shirt, and that's blue and white stripes.
That's nice because it's actually the original design in there. There's the first time Hummel went, we're going to come up with something different. We're going to have a phoenix on.
Have our own ideas, yeah.
Yeah, rather than replicate something retro.
I guess. Still goalless, by the way, guys. There really hasn't been a lot to talk about as Coventry City keep possession for now. Van Everk was dispossessed for a second, but we've cleared our lines. The ball's smashed long, and it looks like Ibikwu might give chase, and he's given them a horrible time, those defenders. He tries to bring it down, and Getafe get away with it. Yeah, we're halfway through the first half now, and really...
Dragging, innit?
Not a lot to say, is there?
I would say the best looking kit that I've seen is still, of recent years, is the 15-16 kit.
You reckon?
Yeah, that's just
still 0-0. Getafe bring the ball out from the back. Oh, they get a throw inside their own half.
2-1.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I said 2-2. At this rate, that's not going to happen.
It's only 0-0.
Let's have a look. I have the Getafe YouTube stream on my phone with Matt SB commentary on my laptop, says Dave. There you go. He's living the dream. Did any one of you have problems with your e-tickets for the home game, says Colin? No, we got season tickets. I didn't have any problems at all last year.
Apparently we get a new one if we change seats.
And we have changed seats, but I'm not saying where. I'll leave that to you guys to guess. But for those of you guys that do watch our Coventry vlogs, we have moved seats for next season. Let's have a look at a few more comments, guys. What people saying. Muric signed for Ipswich for 15 million. There you go. Wright came off about 10 minutes ago, says Al. I didn't see him even came on for him then.
Oh, he's probably with that little break they probably did.
But he was all right, is what I was trying to say. Sorry. I mean, obviously, I haven't commentated on. Oh.
Oh. Why have you got the fan there, by the way? It's a little bit weird. Oh, give me the fan.
It was Dausch. Wasn't that the one who nearly scored in that?
Yeah, top corner one.
Yeah, what game was that? Do you remember he came on and he nearly scored in the last minute?
Ipswich away. Ipswich home, I think.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah, good memory. Yeah, that's right. Had you right, it's come off for him.
That would I literally
Aidan Dausch.
Because we were about to go, we were stood.
Oh, the referee's going to have to send some players off here. It's all got a bit nasty. No, I'm only messing. I think it's an injury, if anything.
Oh, there's fists flying.
I can't actually see what's happened here. There's just a big crowd of bodies, like people stood around.
Don't say it like that.
No, he's all right. He's back on his feet. They're having to have another drinks break already. It's just that hot, guys, that we've had 9 minutes since the last water break, and they're already getting more refreshment in them, which is fine. They are humans at the end of the day. I know they're professional athletes, but they are humans, and this is boiling conditions, and we're not even where they are. We're in sunny Coventry today, but it's hot here as well.
How can Robbins get a fair comparison, to what the league's going to be like when he's playing in conditions like this?
It just builds the fitness up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine how fit you'd get playing football in this.
Unfit.
No, fit.
You wouldn't.
You would. Like, how much weight would you? Well,
no,
not to them.
Want to play because it's too hot.
Are you telling me they're being dragged against their will to play in this? I'd like to play. Well, maybe not like scorching, but I like playing football in hot conditions.
Yeah, but when it's like this, you said to me earlier, I don't fancy doing anything today. Because it's too hot.
It was a bit earlier, wasn't it? Oh well, I chilled out earlier. I needed a nap, if anything.
Yeah, I think that would be too. They wouldn't.
Sorry, the game's back underway. There was a stoppage there, and Casey Palmer loses possession. So yeah, 0-0 as we come up towards 26 minutes. There's really not been a lot to say for the game, has there? I presume most of you watching right, there's a shot though. Casey Palmer shooting from about 35 yards. It went over into the car park. Yeah, I was going to say, most of you are probably watching the game itself. Do share your thoughts as well. We're trying to obviously give our own commentary here, but not a lot to say. No, I've said Coventry have played well in possession, and it is pre-season, so it's not like we need to get a goal in the next 5 minutes. But yeah, it's been a bit cagey, I guess, in terms of chances. It's been a bit restricted. So get your thoughts in. Rover Animates says it's 29 degrees in Nottingham. Yeah, and Dave says it was one of their players went down. It was, yeah. I could just see loads of players huddling around.
Well, just a warning to anyone who is watching: make sure you wear your suntan lotion. I know it sounds a bit silly. I know it sounds.
They're not watching anywhere, like at work. Just put suntan lotion on and they sat in their office.
It sounds childish and petty, but seriously, I just like to say, protect yourself. And
there you go.
Stay in the shade, drink lots of water. Yeah. No, to be fair, a lot of your followers are, people, kids who just finished school. They might be about to go out somewhere.
We've got
nice.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We've got a variety of people that watch this channel. I mean, I was looking at the analytics, which I can do. I could see what the different demographics are of the viewers, and we've almost got an even split between young viewers, middle-aged viewers, older viewers, which is really interesting. Predominantly male, but in terms of ages, we've got loads of different support, which is great.
Are more the female younger, are they?
I don't know. No. Coventry City with possession inside their own half. Let's see where people are watching from today. 28 minutes on the clock, guys. We are watching in Coventry. Comment down below where you are watching this game from. Is anyone on holiday that's watching this stream? Let us know down below. Colin says he's watching the game and listening to us, which is great. Thank you. It's a friendly. No one's sliding in, taking it easy. Don't want any injuries. Completely agree with that comment. Yeah. 0-0. But let us know where you guys are watching from today. As Casey Palmer loses possession, but he does win a free kick. It was a foul.
Hello.
It was a foul, so it's a free kick to Coventry inside our own half.
God damn it, there's someone else here.
Oh. He did give the player who fouled him a bit of a push afterwards, which kind of feeds into what you were saying earlier. He's a little bit, I don't want to say he's too hot-headed, because he's not that bad for it, but he's, out of our players, maybe the one that's most likely to do that, I guess.
Mm.
So, 0-0 it remains. And they're showing us an old highlight, or is this actual gameplay? The camera angle's just changed again. Here we go. Coventry City deep inside the Getafe half, but they've got all their players back. Casey Palmer loses it, does he? Aidan Doush is there. Chance here for Coventry. Oh, it's in. Oh. Yeah, I think there's a foul or an offside in there, but it did go into the back of the net there from Sakamoto, but I can't even... What was that? Foul? Yeah, I think it was offside, wasn't it? It remains goalless. Let's have a look where people are watching from. Look at this, Burgee. Maidstone, Sunny Nunny, New Zealand, New Forest, Vancouver, Egypt, Birmingham. Oh no, sorry, Bingham in Notts, Greece, Stratford, Spain, South Sudan,
people on holiday.
Nuneaton, Banbury, Grantham. And then people are saying the goal's offside. South Wales. Yeah, look at this. Wow. Thank you everyone for tuning in from everywhere.
Did you not see the other ones?
You go on, Burgee. I'll let you read if there's some silly ones.
No, there's a funny one. You got to read it.
You do it.
No, you do it.
You do it.
I'm watching from the Milky Way. That's a funny one, isn't it?
I mean, we all are, really.
Yeah. That's a good point, actually.
Brad Collins with possession here. Half an hour on the clock, and I do feel like I am melting here. I'm sat here and I'm sweating. Oh,
East Timor, where's that?
I don't know, actually.
East Timor. Wonder what their team's like. Doing this. Random teams.
Coventry City switched the ball over to the right-hand side. Sakamoto is caught offside. It remains goalless.
East Timor. Oh, I like the flag. I recognise the flag.
Is it an island?
It's not in Ireland. Yeah, it's an island. It's not in Ireland. No, I like that. It's a nice flag, that. Lovely.
There you go. 31 minutes on the clock. Getafe free kick inside their own half after Sakamoto was caught offside.
Oh, mate.
Let's have a look.
Mate, look at that
Matt
kid.
says Matt SB's gone global. Kieran says you need a desk fan. Right, do you want me to show you something?
He's got one between his legs.
One between my legs. One ear. I can't lift it high enough for you to see it.
Two ears.
I am melting.
Mate,
Absolutely melting.
look at that kit.
And they're having another drinks break. Which
East
I'm not
Timor.
criticising them for, by the way. I'm saying it's that hot. They're having another drinks break. Fair play to them.
Yeah.
We'll start analysing the drinks breaks in a second. Sakamoto took a good sip, takes another good sip.
We've got East Timor kit. That is actually quite nice.
Get it, mate.
How much is it?
You can go support them when they play West Brom in pre-season.
No, Mallorca.
What would you do if East Timor take on Mallorca, mate?
I would die inside.
You'd be split there. Right, so it's another drinks break. Keep your comments coming.
Oh, God.
Matt says, I like it warm, but I don't like it this warm. Sakamoto looks very good, says Colin. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to pick a man of the match from half an hour of a pre-season game, but he's been pretty lively, hasn't he? Gusto says, boiling here in Navarra, in the north of Spain. Must be absolutely roasting down there. Yeah. Dan says, Huakov looking to sign. Any transfer gossip? I probably know as much as some of the people that are in the live chat, guys, so feel free to share any information on what you've seen. We keep getting linked with a goalkeeper, and especially the Swedish one. I don't think anything's come through yet, has it? Right, the drinks break is over. We've got another 12 minutes before we get to half-time, and as I said, I don't think they'll add any additional time onto this. So, I mean, realistically, it's probably going to be a total of about 50 minutes playing time when you take out all the little drinks breaks and all the times the ball's been out of play.
Excuses, isn't it?
By the end of the 90, it'll probably be 50 minutes that's actually been played, but that's fine. Even just standing there having your drink in this weather is is a hard task. Is that
you have to drink as you drink.
Yeah.
God, that was exhausting.
Coventry City with possession inside their own half again. This is Latabodia. And it's the defenders it's probably the defenders Latabodia and Binks that have probably had the most touches in this game.
Could have enjoyed the sun at home.
They've been knocking it between themselves.
Never again.
And Getafe spring a counter-attack here as they win the ball. Still yet to register a shot. Coventry have had a shot off target. We had a cross. That's not a shot though. The stats are probably quite funny for this. Let's have a look. Oh, no, okay. Apparently there's been no shots on target or off target for either team. I mean, watching the game, there has been. We've seen that at least one when Casey Palmer shot over the bar from 30 yards. But that is about it. But the play has been all right from Coventry. Here come Getafe, lofted ball through. It's going to roll out for a goal kick to the Sky Blues.
Is it delivery, a shot from a corner delivery class as a shot on target or whatever?
What's that, sorry?
Say if they toe poke it nearer the goal when it comes in, and they toe poke it in front of them from when it comes in, which is technically classed as a shot on target.
I guess, yeah.
Right.
10 minutes to half time.
I want to go home. Seriously, this sun's banging. This game's... Oh, whatever.
10 minutes to half time. 0-0. If you need a drink from the fridge, wouldn't you grab one of your things?
No, I'm driving. Sensible boy.
Lofted ball forwards has gone out for a Getafe goal kick. There we go. Let's have a look at a few more comments. How are we doing on the like front, by the way? How close are we to 180? We're on 175. Let's get 5 more likes. We'll try and get to 200 likes by half time. It just takes 2 seconds. If anyone watching hasn't hit the like button, please do help us out. And also, if you've not subscribed, it takes 2 seconds. And it is massively appreciated. We've got a lot of content to come. So make sure you are liking and subscribing. Goalless remains as Getafe move it through the thirds, and chipped ball forwards is snuffed out by Ben Sheaf, who's played all right so far. He gets fouled and wins a free kick here.
I'd happily concede. So then it gives us a bit more to play for.
But yeah, but it's pre-season, so it's not like we'd concede and be like, right, we need to get them. It could just fizzle out sometimes.
We often played Northampton, didn't we? Is that right? Northampton was our derby.
Nuneaton.
Nuneaton, yeah.
We don't play them very much. It wouldn't be much of a contest now because the difference in quality. Like, oh, what happened there?
It was
it was when Coventry were in League 1 and 2. The pre-season games between us and Nuneaton weren't actually they were actually quite close games, if anything. So
the last time we played them, I think, in pre-season was 21-22 season, the bus seat shirt season.
Oh right. 2021, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yellow card there for, is that Binks? No, it was one of their players, wasn't it? We won the free kick. They've fouled us a fair few times, haven't they, Getafe? I'm surprised to see a yellow card brandished in a friendly, but they have been fouling us a fair bit, so fair play to the ref for being brave and giving them a yellow.
What happened to that whole purple card that was going to happen?
What's that?
There's a purple... What's that? There was a purple card or something that was going to be introduced.
Oh, it's a stupid idea, isn't it? I don't like...
Or sin bin.
If it's not broken, why change it? They just... Every year, the people that rules in football think, what can we play with today? Like, because they think to themselves, like, they need to earn their money, technically, or something. Maybe that's their logic. So we need to introduce something new every year. Let's think of a purple card. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, when they added goal line technology, I wasn't against that. If they can add VAR but get it right, I'm for that as well. They haven't been perfect with it, but like starting to add things like a purple card.
I like the VAR in the Euros. It was the ball technology, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. Coventry come down the right hand side. Sakamoto.
That's it, lad.
Oh, we had that defender on toast, and there's another yellow card as Coventry City get a free kick on the corner of the box. He is just, he's just... Do you know what? It reminds me of, like... I presume quite a lot of people that are watching
He went down too easy.
Played for like a junior team when you were a kid. And there was always one kid in that team who was just so fast. That's like Sakamoto. He's just so fast, and like you can't stop him without fouling him. Any defenders just tackle him and they've won it fairly. He's so tricky. So there's a free kick here. I suppose Casey Palmer could shoot, but I would imagine he's going to cross it into the box. De Silva stands over it as well. Good opportunity for Coventry City to force a chance. Palmer crosses, and he goes out for a goal kick.
Come on. Who was that rapper kid in primary? Sam Keane?
Yeah, maybe, but that doesn't mean anything.
I know, he don't.
Yeah, maybe. We need a new set piece coach, says Andrew. Yeah, that's something maybe. What about what have people made of the change in the coaching staff with Adi Vivash going and a couple of new faces coming in, George Boateng and Reece Carr? What's your thoughts, guys? You're gutted about Vivash, but hopefully he can find a new job, and hopefully we can still get promoted without him or something. But
somebody mentioned in the fans forums to take it with a pinch of salt. Apparently, it was that he sacked in the week that he found out that Vivash was with Robbins' missus or something.
Oh, come on! No, I'm not breathing any room into that. No, I'm not breathing any. No, I'm not doing that on this channel.
Someone said it.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay. So he sacked him.
It's a vicious rumour, that is. I don't believe in that. If the club said officially, yes, Mrs. Robbins and Vivash were having it, but no, I'm not having it.
We're having it anyway.
Right. Done AD dirty, says Andrew. Yeah, I think so. Unless, I mean, I suppose they wouldn't come out and tell us, oh, we actually all fell out, so we had to get rid of him. But I'd like to know that there was a reason. Otherwise, it does feel a bit bad, doesn't it?
I kind of almost want to...
I mean, I'm sure that the most likely reason is they just want to improve the... they just think it's about going in a new direction, but it's just... I don't know, it's just... It seemed like there was more to it.
How old is AD?
Oh, I don't know.
Is he...
50?
Oh, okay. Went for his age. But then again, no, actually no, 50's quite old. He probably just wanted to retire, bless him.
It's not that old, 50.
Right.
We're closing in on half time, actually, Burgie.
Yay!
Getting there slowly.
Oh, what a shame. I've been enjoying this.
Blue Terrier says Vivash with Robbins' missus. I know, I'm not breathing any more into that.
Well,
rumor.
at least it would make more sense, you know. Oh, they've had an argument.
But this is Coventry City, not EastEnders. You know
Fight the Crown Vic.
On the matchday programme, a picture of Mark Robbins on.
Back to back.
A bit like, you know, in those TV magazines.
Yeah. Okay.
Getafe go back to the goalkeeper. 4 minutes to half time.
The Sky Blues.
Will Robbins sort it out.
What was his missus out in the corner like?
Dear me. Oh, Coventry City win the ball, do they? Sakamoto coming down the right hand side. He wins a throw in. Sakamoto is so tricky. Honestly, so tricky. He's probably been, I think someone said earlier, the best player in what we've seen so far today. He's been the most lively. So we're closing in on half time. Will there be a goal before the half time whistle? Will we get to 200 likes before the half time whistle? We're on 185. Continue to get involved, and maybe when we get to 200 likes, we will get a goal. So drop a like. Here comes Ben Sheaf. Sheafy boy crosses it. Oh God, didn't even get that off.
Jesus Christ.
He wins a corner. He wins a corner, but that cross had nothing to it. It just hit the heel of one of the defenders and goes out for a corner. So at least we got a set piece, but it's a set piece. You know what Coventry are like with set pieces. Let's have a look. We've not been told, says Colin. Andrew says heard rumours that he'd fallen out with Sheaf. Other rumours that he was openly looking for a head coach job. Even though no score, we have been the better team. Yeah, loads of comments here. Came to nothing in the end. It was headed away. Ben Sheaf on the half volley, edge of the box. And it was gobbled up.
It's like Ronaldo in goal.
So the corner comes to nothing. Ben Sheaf's rebound gobbled up. 2 minutes to half time. Still 0-0. Let's have a look at a couple more comments. Molly's says like please. Yeah, like I say, make sure you do. Just help us out with a like and a subscribe, and plenty of content still to come on the channel. The ball is with Getafe down the right hand side here.
Might need to shop half time.
Go for it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Might miss the only goal.
What, at half time?
Yeah. Yes.
Down the left-hand side come Getafe. I say they've not had a shot. Coventry have not had many shots, but as I keep saying, we've played the better stuff. I do expect to see a slightly different pattern to the second half with the amount of substitutions I am expecting to see.
What are they hoofing it with one
Ben
man in the
Sheaf
middle?
here brings the ball out, plays it to Casey Palmer. Oh, Casey Palmer runs into a bit of traffic. He probably has lost the ball most out of any Coventry player today, but it's part of his game.
Because he's got the ball the most.
It's part of his game, isn't it? Just trying to take players on. Here come Getafe down the right-hand side as we come into the final minute of the 45.
I don't like Getafe's game tactics. Literally lining one man in the box.
Sakamoto wins the ball and then wins a free kick.
Oh,
and there's a push and a shove, and Van Ivac gets involved. Come on, boys, get on. It's the most feisty thing that's happened in this game. There has been a bit of an ill temper to it, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a Coventry fan, but it has been mainly the Getafe players. That's their third yellow.
That's Palmer's got a yellow.
Oh, no, but they got another yellow. There's a few yellows being handed out here as the referee has to calm things down.
This is what I mean about Palmer's temper. It wasn't even on him. It was on Sakamoto, and now Palmer's getting involved, and Palmer has been booked for something that Sakamoto initiated.
This is disgusting.
In fact,
disgusting scenes here.
It went Sakamoto.
Well, yeah, look, Sakamoto's tiny, really, isn't he? He got pushed over or whatever.
Yeah, but then what's his name got brought in?
But the Cov players are defending their boy, and then
Palmer takes it to a new level.
And the referee brings the first half to an end. There you go. And
I hope you're proud of yourself, boys.
It ends in chaos. The first half comes to a close with pushing and shoving.
This sounds so
Okay. 0-0. Share your thoughts, guys, if you've been watching the first half. We'll do a bit of a half-time analysis before we get the second half in a little bit. Second to get what you need. But thoughts quickly?
The fight was the most exciting bit. It wasn't even a fight. Cover on top, as expected. Getafe just need one opportunity though, and they might actually have a better shot on target than we have.
Look, the result is not massively important. The performance gives me, real optimism and makes me happy. I've been impressed by the performance.
Give it a few years ago, we'd be struggling.
Possibly. But yeah, Coventry City have been the better team, but we haven't really turned that into many chances. We've had a couple of shots, but nothing too clear-cut. There was a bit of pushing and shoving. Getafe have had about 4 yellow cards in this first half. And
Right, get sent off soon.
I'll read out your thoughts. Quickly, before you shoot out the front door, can you grab my Yazoo in the fridge, please?
You like a Yazoo, don't you?
We've got one in the fridge. Right, guys, you are going to be left with me during half time.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So, it's just me and you. Me and the viewers now. Half time, and it's goalless. Jesus. I'll see if I can get some match stats for you in case you wanted to know what they are. So, as I say, 0-0, half time. The stats. Coventry have had more attacks. We've had 1 shot on target, and they've had no shots at all, Getafe. It says we haven't had any shots off target, but as I said, there was that one where Casey Palmer put it over the bar. Possession, Coventry have had 58, Getafe 42, and we've had 2 corners to their 0. So it really is a case of Coventry have been the more, the team in control of this game, but the scoreline says it's 0-0, doesn't it? So let's read out a few comments. Andrew says, good job with the commentary. Cheers, buddy.
Can we all boo him for having chocolate? Yazoo?
No, it's a good choice. Off you go. Right. Cheers for the comment there, buddy. Andrew says, good commentary. By the way, guys, like I say, most of you, I presume, are watching the game. Let me know your thoughts on the first half, and I will read them out. If you want to have a comment read out, comment down below. Let's read out a few more that have come in. Where is Sophie? Someone's asked. She's not here. I'll be doing a video with her again tomorrow morning. There's a video going out, so look out for that. Hey Matt, hope you're well. Buzzing to get over in August to Coventry. It feels forever since been to my second home. Yes, I know. The start of the season is 3 weeks away. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the start of the season's 3 weeks away. The first Coventry home game's 4 weeks away. Yeah, not long now. Let's read out a few more comments. What level are Getafe? They are La Liga, so they are in the top Spanish league. Let's have a look at a few more comments. Mark, I won't read out the full comment there, but yes, yeah, I completely agree with what you've said. That's why I wasn't willing to breathe too much more into that, but yeah, thank you for the comment. Matt, do you go to the gym? Not really, no. I'm more of like a cardio guy, if anything. I don't really go to the gym at all. I mean, I work at a gym every now and then. Obviously, YouTube is like my main job, isn't it? But I do like more football and running, if anything. And this is a good workout, just sat here in this heat. I'm melting at the moment. Yeah, keep your comments coming. Any questions, get them in. And we're 2 likes away from 190, so make sure to do that. I'm just going to have a quick swig of my drink. It's refrigerated, that's why. That's so nice. Yeah, so the second half should be with us in about 5 minutes or so. Let's try and have a think of who might be playing in the second half. I would imagine Ellis Sims. What was the starting 11 again? Maybe Collins will play. I don't know if they'll make 11 changes. They might do because of the heat. Thomas, Kitchen, Jamie Allen. Yeah, Rodoni. Yeah, there's plenty of players that can make up a second half team here. We've got plenty of players in our squad, haven't we? Sponsored by Yazoo, says Ego Chip. I wish. Guys, we're 2 likes away from 200 now, so just make sure to do that. If we can hit 200 during half time, that's amazing. And once again, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's have a look. Come on, City. We're going to win 3-0, says Corey. Steve says, I think City have gone well. Clean sheet at half time, always promising. Well, Steve, it's not really been under any threat, our goal. They've not had a shot. I mean, credit to our defence for not allowing them to, but I think it's more because we've just been in their half. We've really controlled the game. We've had most of the ball. We've tried to be on the front foot. Not created a lot, but there is not a lot of urgency because it's pre-season. So it's different when we're playing Stoke City on the opening and the result matters and the fans are cheering you on. This is just like, I don't know, it's pre-season, isn't it? That's the only way I can describe it. It's pre-season. Sky Blue Army reckons it'll finish 3-1. Yeah, I said 2-2 originally. I don't know if that's going to happen now. Matt, I see Luton and Coventry coming back to the Premier League next season. Lego Star Wars has just said. Fingers crossed. It's been a long time since Coventry have been there now. Of course, Luton Town have just come down. Stephen says, do you worry about pre-season? Not really, no. I don't get too obsessed by it. I'm happy to watch it like we are now. I might try and go to the Coventry-Everton game at the CBS, but I don't have like a strong feeling about it. The result is not that important. The performance is probably more important than the result, I might say. In the league, results are always more important. Results are always more important in the league, is what I'm trying to say. But performances are still very vital for, maybe the future. But yeah, in pre-season, if we play well and draw today, I'm happy with that. 0-0, as I say. The second half coming up pretty soon. Let's read out a few more comments. Mason Clark should come on, says Corey. Oh yeah, didn't mention him. Yeah, Mason Clark. Molly's Vlogs said we hit it. Yes, we hit 200 likes. Thank you so much for your support. Keep it coming, guys. Will you be going on the 3rd of August? That is it Werder Bremen on the 3rd of August? I'm not sure yet. I'm definitely going to do Everton. Werder Bremen, possibly. Stoke City, definitely. Oxford United, definitely. Bristol City in the Carabao Cup, possibly. I'm gonna see. Once again, a massive thank you for your support, guys. The comments have been amazing. Marcus says, where can you see the game? It is on YouTube, mate. I know they're showing the game on YouTube, so You should be able to see it. If you want English commentary, then watch the two side by side. Stick around here. Thank you once again to the 160 people that are tuned in. I'm from East Africa and I follow your podcast every day, but this season it'd be nice to see my team Chelsea and update me on Enzo's case. So a Chelsea fan here. Yeah, cheers for watching the channel, buddy. Chelsea's an interesting one, isn't it? I'm not sure. After the way they ended last season, I thought they might do a bit better next year. Cole Palmer, really good. Pochettino, I do like, but then they changed it and they brought in Enzo Maresca. So I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure what to expect from Chelsea. I think they could finish anywhere from 4th to 7th, really. You know, them, Newcastle, Villa, Man United, they're all kind of bunched up together, aren't they? Let's have a look at a few more comments. I think Coventry's best bet this season is to not worry about the cup runs and focus on the league. Yes, I agree with that. It'd be nice if you can do both, wouldn't it? You know, it feels a bit frustrating that you have to let one go to carry on with the other. But I think you'd be foolish to say Coventry City getting to the semi-finals and putting so much into the Wolves and Man United games didn't at least take something out of them in the league. So, yeah, I'd love to go on a bit of a cup run, but if the question is cup run or league, I'm taking league. Let's have a look at a few more comments. Luke get promoted, someone said. Yeah, if you want to share your early predictions, feel free to do so. What are we saying? If I was pushed against a wall right now, I think I'm going to say Burnley and Leeds, top 2. I'm going to say Coventry playoffs. Coventry playoffs, Luton playoffs. What did I say the other day? Middlesbrough playoffs, Sheffield United playoffs. Maybe West Brom and Norwich, who knows. But as for Coventry, I think playoffs right now. Keep your comments coming. Corey says, I wish I could see the subs. Do you mean the substitutes? Yeah, I'll update you on them when we see them. If you mean the subscribers, which I'm not sure if you did mean that, but we are here. If anyone watching hasn't subscribed, that's where we are. Let's do a big push, actually. Go on. I'm going to the gym now. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's plug that again while it's half time, but we've already done great so far today. Yeah, to hit 70,000 this month would be amazing. So let's see. Blue Terrier says League One predictions. Right, Blue Terrier, I'm going to let you in for a little secret here. My league, hang on, let me work this out. I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to be doing my official National League, League 2 and League 1 predictions. I then think a few days later I'm going to do Championship because then it will only be a week or two till the season starts. So League 1 predictions, my official ones, are coming next week. Without giving too much away, I will back Huddersfield to do pretty well. What's your thoughts though, Blue Terrier? Corey says substitutes. Yeah, I'll let you know what the subs are when we see them. Still a couple minutes until the second half gets underway. Let's have a look at a few more comments. Watching along with my old man. He's a Casey Palmer fan. He's hoping he stays on for the second half. He might, but from recent experience, I do think they might do a complete change. Or if they don't change 11 players at half time, they might change 8 or 9, and then 2 or 3 players that carry on might come off on 60 minutes or something. So we will see with that. Ego Chip says Leamington. Is that where you're watching from, buddy? Jimbo says go Coventry, go. City are 11-2 for promotion at the moment with most bookies. It's not bad. Appreciate the comment there, Steve. I think we're not bad odds to make the playoffs, are we, either? To like finish in the top 6. I did see it on Benjamin Bloom's video the other day. If you haven't already checked him out, he's great. I think we'll do 3 substitutes, says Corey. 3. I'm gonna say I reckon the full team. Ego Chip says that's who he supports, Leamington. He lives near Leicester. How come you live near Leicester and support Leamington? Let me know. How come you do that? Come on, Blues, we're going to win the league, says Charlie. Blue Terrier says we're definitely going to get promoted. The team that Duff is building is very strong with new players like Herbie Kane, Anthony Evans, etc. Yes, like I say, I will talk about Huddersfield and League One next week, but I think we're probably thinking along the similar lines there, Blue Terrier. But it's a difficult league, you know. I don't want to make you sound like you don't know this, but teams that have not been in the third division for a long time, when they go down, they probably think it's a bit easier than it is. Maybe that's not what you're thinking, but it is a competitive league, and you know, it's not the same as the Championship, but it's still not many games will give you an easy. Not many teams will give you an easy ride. I mean, when Coventry went down 12 years ago now to League One, I remember thinking like, no, I think we'll come back up. It took us 8 years to get back to the Championship. I don't know if the other Coventry fans watching this felt the same way, but I think we'll be in the top 6 in our first season, and we weren't. We didn't even finish in the top 6 once. It was in the 8th year we won the league, though, after going down to League 2 first as well. Right, the second half is going to be coming up in a second, so stick around. Let's do another little like spike. If we can hit 300 today, that would be amazing. Corey says, what about Jake Bidwell? Yeah, we might see him come on, actually. That's a good point. Keep your comments coming, though. Andrew says the dark days. Yeah, they were. And I think 2011, 2012 was my first year as a season ticket holder, and that was the year we went down. I'd been going to games for a few years before that. I think my first game must have been around 2005 or 6, but how old would I have been? About 6 or 7. Let's have a look at a few more comments. It looks like the players are about to start coming back out. Marcus says those days were miserable. Burnley, Luton and West Brom will be promoted. Someone's predicted. Interesting. I used to live in Leamington and adopted them as my team. Moved here years ago. Do you know what? Ego Chip, I'm going to salute you for that, because you don't get many people that support non-league teams. And they're, what, a Leamington National League North? Or is it the one below that now? So fair play to you. You know, I really respect that. Really respect that. It's those fans that can go and support Leamington, Nuneaton, Coventry United, I don't know. But those non-league teams, it's those fans that keep those clubs going. Just a couple of quid here and there every week really does keep those clubs going. Right, the players are back out. So let's get the timer ready for another 45 minutes of this. Andrew says, I hope the second half is not as bad-tempered. It got a little bit niggly, didn't it? For a friendly, it got a bit heated, didn't it? A couple of challenges going in here and there. And yeah, it's not often you see about 4 or 5 yellows in the first half of a pre-season friendly. So, no, we had 2. Who got booked for us? I can't see. Casey Palmer got 1, didn't he? Linda says, evening, Matt. Good to see ya. Paul says, I thought this was supposed to be a friendly. Yeah, good point. I remember when Coventry were in League 2 and Leamington were in the Conference South. Only one division separated the two teams. Yeah, one between the two of them, yeah, which would have been the Conference, yeah. Yeah. I mean, there was a time when Coventry and Solihull were one league apart. They were Conference and we were League 2. It's crazy, isn't it? Obviously, Coventry back in the Championship. And it looks like the players are going to take to the field now. Is it a completely different 11? I could see Jack Radoni. I could see Liam Kitchen. I could see Mason Clark. I can see Ellis Sims. I think it's almost a completely different team. Let's have a look at the Twitter and see if they're going to tell us if it's completely different. No, it hasn't said anything on the Twitter, but I can see there, just looking down from this camera angle, that it is almost a completely different 11. Let's have a look at a few more comments. No such thing as friendlies, says Leah. Yeah, we've got to fight and win. Was Binks booked, says Dave? It might have been Binks, I'm not sure. I know Casey Palmer was one of them. Elm says, feel so bad for Solihull. 2 Wembley penalty losses in a week. I know. Do you know what? I was so baffled when England won the penalties against Switzerland. The penalties were amazing, by the way. But the 3 teams I follow most, first of all, Coventry. We've had no luck with penalties over the last few years. Second of all, England. Never really great at penalties. And then third, I suppose, Solihull Moors. They don't tend to do great with penalties. So when England won a shootout during the Euros, I was like, oh my God, it's possible to win a penalty shootout. Not used to that feeling. Right, here we go then. It looks like a completely different 11. I'll see if I can get more details on that in a minute, but I did see almost loads of different faces there. Here we go. The game has got back underway, but let me quickly show you the starting 11 for the second half. Wilson, Burrows, Thomas, Kitchen, Bidwell, Allen, Eccles, Radoni, Tavares, Sims and Mason Clark. So it is a completely different 11 because it gives every player minutes in the tank. But as well as that, it's roasting. I don't think anyone wants to play 90 minutes in this weather. And I suppose that is the reason Aidan Douch, is it Douch? Came on for Haji Wright, because this was probably the 11 they already had in mind for the second half. I hope to get some updates from Haji Wright soon. I don't think he'll be too bad. That's just an observation from the fact he got up fairly quickly. I think it was a precaution to take him off. But we will find out in due course. Coventry City attacking from right to left, as I see it, with possession at the moment. Ben Wilson with possession there. I think that's what we need to do next, actually. We need to sign a barber for Ben Wilson. His hair is going absolutely crazy. He's growing it out. He's like Tarzan. Let's have a look at a few more comments. Marcus says it's looking spicy in Spain. I'm glad Coventry kept hold of Wright, says Ego Chip. Yeah, I'd have been surprised if we'd have lost Haji Wright or Sims after. Yeah. It's more, I suppose, Ben Sheaf has been the worry, losing him. So, 0-0 it remains. A couple minutes of the second half has been played. I need to get familiar with the players that are playing now. So we've got Kitchen, who gives it to Thomas. The Barnsley centre-backs. They go over to the right-hand side. Who's playing right back again? Burrows. Now to Eccles. And back to Ben Wilson. Still 0-0. Let's have a look at a few comments. Cheesy Potato says, yo. Good to see you, Cheesy Potato. Steve says, oh God, Predictive won't spell his name. You know what I mean. Predictive. Am I being silly? What do you mean? Let's have a look at a few more comments. I think Coventry and Luton will get automatics, says Lego Star Wars. Maybe. Still goalless, by the way, as Getafe have it just inside their own half. Let's have a little look at what else is going on during pre-season. Southampton are currently beating Eastleigh by 1-0. Someone asked me for my prediction for that game. I said it'd be 3-0. It's currently 1-0 after 12 minutes. Blackpool still drawing 0-0 with Cadiz. Portsmouth are drawing 0-0 with Havant and Waterlooville. And Nottingham Forest and Sunderland is currently 1-1. 0-0 it remains in this match. Look, it's a friendly. I'm not going to be too upset if it finishes 0-0 or we lose 2-0 or something. But in terms of a spectacle, I'd just like to see a bit more attacking action. Here come Getafe. They're going to get a corner. It's their first corner of the game. The cross into the box was blocked by Coventry City's number 30, which is Fabio Tavares. Julie says, still no Bidwell. No, Bidwell's playing. Yeah, look, 21. 21. Corner for Getafe. About to come in. Are they about to break the deadlock? They've still not had a single shot in this game. Corner goes in. Oh, there he is. Bobby Thomas jumping up like a salmon. And it goes out for a throw-in now to Getafe after Bobby Thomas headed that one away. And it remains 0-0 as we come towards the 50-minute mark. I can see Burgee pulling up outside. I think he's just been to the shop. Let's do some predictions. What's Burgee got from the shop? Pepsi Max? Coke Zero? I'm not sure. Shot from distance. Cleared away. I reckon he's got popcorn. He always seems to eat popcorn. I'm going to say that. Still goalless as Coventry City give away a throw in here to Getafe just inside the sky blue half. Sorry, Steve says it wouldn't spell Radoni, Matt. Had to turn it off, kept changing to Raphael. Oh, I get what you're saying now. It wouldn't let you put that because you've got predictive. Steve, I get you now. Sorry, I didn't understand. I know you can't really put a lot into friendly results, especially when there's a lot of experimentation and you could change your entire team. But it was nice to see Leamington get a result. Ego, who did they play? Did they beat someone? Getafe get another corner here. It does feel like Getafe have maybe brought on a few of their better players. Actually, watching that back, that was a good chance, that. It's the first real exciting thing we've seen all game, actually, I might say. Ben Wilson forced into a save there. It was actually a decent little strike. You'd expect him to save that at the near post, but it's a shot on target for Getafe, and they're going to get another corner here. Yeah, I was just about to say, it looks like Getafe have brought on some of their better players. Coventry have lost a lot of, well, they've completely lost the rhythm they were in because it's a completely different 11. So, like I say, the game can completely change at half-time in these kind of games. As we edge towards 52 minutes, the corner was cleared away, but it's going to be another corner to Getafe. So, in the first half, they had no corners. In 6 minutes of the second half, they've now had 3 corners. And then number 5 is about to whip this one in. In it goes. Oh, it's met on the volley. Oh, it goes wide, but they've had another shot. It went all the way to the edge of the box, and it was struck on the volley, but it wasn't a great connection. Goes out for a goal kick to Coventry. Goalless it remains. Let's plug some support, guys. Thank you once again for all your comments. Get some questions in. We're 2 likes away from 240, so drop a like. I think 300's got to be our final target today, so keep going until we get to 300. It takes 2 seconds to like, and anyone that isn't subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds. Thank you once again. Here come Coventry down the right-hand side. Cross comes in. Oh, and Getafe clear their lines for now. Do they? Yeah, they get a goal kick there. It bounces off Fabio Tavares. And as we come towards 53 minutes, it's a Getafe goal kick. Get to the 60-minute mark, I expect we'll probably have another drinks break. Just a reminder, for those of you guys that didn't catch the 11 for Coventry in the second half, this is what it looks like. So, Getafe with possession, playing it out from the back here. And we have got the return of Burgee.
Hello. Why is it on the sunniest day of the year, everything has to go wrong for me?
What's going wrong?
Everything. Variety in that shop is awful. So all I ended up was getting you a Bueno, myself a Bueno, and popcorn. That's it.
What did you get? What did I predict? Popcorn.
Brilliant. Well done.
I did predictions for what you'd get from the shop.
What were other regulars saying?
Oh, I don't know what anyone else said. I said popcorn though. Right, Getafe bring the ball forwards.
I haven't finished about my bad day yet.
No, that's enough. Here come Getafe. They've already had a few good chances actually at the start of this second half, Burgee.
Well done. Getafe.
No, Getafe.
It's Getafe. See, bad day. Can't even get the name right.
We'll come back to you in a second, Burgee, but here come Getafe. No, they've pushed back up to the halfway line. Let's have a look at some comments. Cov's best player, says Mr. Just Random Stuff. Who's Cov's best player? I'm going to say Ben Sheaf.
I'm having deja vu.
Someone's just asked me who Cov's best player is. His favourite player is Sakamoto. Mine's Ben Sheep. Great to see Ben in goal, says Aid Taylor. Rust says popcorn. Yeah, predicted it.
Always.
Too reliable. Ego Chip says 69k subs. Nice. Cheers, buddy. Let's have a look. Ego Chip says they beat Coventry 11 2-0. There you go. That's pretty good for Leamington then. It's 39 degrees there at the moment, Matt. It's 28 here. That's not. That's hot enough. Yeah, Steve, you're absolutely right. Mr. Just Random Stuff is asking why Ben Sheep's my favourite player. I love him. I think he's so integral to Coventry. He's been here for a few years. Brilliant all-round midfielder for me.
When he scores a goal,
box to box, great at intercepting the ball, moving it through the thirds. Good little finisher every now and then. Yeah, a leader, I would say. Real leader. Mature head on his shoulders.
Chubby as well.
0-0. It's goalless between Getafe and Coventry. Keep those comments coming. Do you like cheese? Someone said. Yes, I do.
Back to these. It's like the when you're at 1k subscribers, people are just asking random stuff.
Yeah. Let's focus on the action. Coventry City come down the left-hand side. Jake Bidwell. It goes out of play. It's going to be a throw into Getafe. Coventry City have not... I said this would probably happen at half-time. Coventry in the first half controlled it. We had most of the ball. We had the only chances there were. It's kind of changed the other way. Both teams really changed their 11s around. Coventry have been on the back foot. Getafe have seen more of the ball. They've had a couple of corners. They've had a couple of shots. That's to be expected, maybe. Getafe will go back to the keeper, will they? No, they're going to move it up and over the top. Lofted ball, but Ben Wilson comes out and gathers.
Is there any Cov fans allowed to go and watch this?
There might be, yeah. I mean, we saw people stood in the stands there, maybe.
I'm allowed to go and grab a lemonade. You got any left?
I don't think so, no. I'm sorry.
God, today just gets worse.
Did you grab a drink, man?
No, because I didn't have any decent... That was another thing that added to my worst day ever. No drink variety there. Also, they said the Bueno was classed as a meal deal. No, it wasn't.
No, sorry
nothing to eat. Awful
I'm
shop.
sorry to hear that.
And worse, to top things off, I didn't even get recognised. I'm in a Cov kit.
Oh, sorry about that. Who do you think is going to start in goal during the season, says Sahas? Out of the two we've got, probably Collins, but we're linked with signing another keeper, and I'd like to sign another keeper. Is it the same local shops as Steve? Well, no, sorry. Maybe Steve's watched from when I lived at my parents'. No, it's a different one now. It's a little Morrison's at the end of the road.
Absolute dire.
But it's not like a big Morrison's. It's a little one, and it's quite pricey.
Just nothing there. It's just... move back.
I'm not going to keep answering those questions if you're going to put please answer me, Mr. Just Random Stuff. You're getting a bit emotional there in the live chat. My favourite cheese, though, is...
Oh, you answering it?
If he keeps putting like question mark. My favourite... Oh, chance here. Jack Radoni. Oh, nice pass that to Ellis Sims. Sims runs into traffic and Coventry lose the ball.
Who's Jack Radoni?
He's the new midfielder from Huddersfield.
Wow. You
Jake,
like blue cheese, don't you?
I do, actually. Yeah, I like blue cheese.
Only the sauce, though. Would you eat...
Unpopular opinion, I like blue cheese.
Have you eaten it?
I like brie. Brie, I might say. Brie.
Camembert. It's done it again with the cheese. Oh. Admin, do your thing.
I'm going to time him out. Sorry, buddy, I don't like to time people out, but if you're going to get all irate about cheese, I'm going to time you out.
I mean, there's worse things to get irate about.
59 minutes on the clock. Getafe 0, Coventry City 0. Coventry clear their lines. There's no rhythm to the game, which is a bit difficult to read. I mean, look like Coventry were moving forwards there. We've lost the ball. Getafe just knocking it round here. I think this 11 that we've got now is more like a counter-attacking 11.
Oh. Looks like a different day, doesn't it, when it changes camera angles? God, this is so boring.
Here's a question, actually. This is a difficult one. Cov fans, which team do you think would win between... Let me go back.
Mallorca.
No. Let me just do something.
Keep dropping my popcorn.
Right, here's one for you. Right, which team is better out of this one, the first half, yeah, or the second half team, this one? I'm probably going to go with the first half team, which is that one. Which is better, the first half team or the second half team, if they were to play each other?
First, because the second's got those really iffy defenders.
Iffy defender.
Honestly, I'm actually angry with the kitchen. How many times have been sent off? 3 times?
He's fairly solid most of the time, Kitchen and Thomas.
No, I'm sorry, but we need a reliable defender. Panzo was better than them. I'll probably get sorted for saying that.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that. Kitchen and Thomas were all right, but they did have mistakes in them, so that was frustrating.
McNally.
Getafe have a player down on the floor at the moment, which leads us into another drinks break.
Hey! I need
drinks break, drinks break, drinks break.
I'm joining you. McNally, was he defender?
Yeah.
He was our best defender in a long time.
He was good for a time, wasn't he, McNally? Right, so it's a water break, guys. Let's have a look at what people are saying. Paul says the first half team. Sheaf and Tats. Between Collins and Dolan, who do you think would get the job? I don't know enough about Dolan, but maybe him if he's been brought in. But I don't mind Collins. I think Collins is okay.
I'm fed up of having an unreliable keeper.
Van Evak says Marcus. First falling asleep at the minute. Oh, do you mean the first team that have come off? They're having a siesta now, aren't they? Yeah. First half team says Richard. Yeah, the first easily says Jack because of Van Evak, Tats and Sheaf. Yeah, I think so. Right, so it is half time. No, it isn't half time. It's a drinks break. It's 62 minutes on the clock. It's a drinks break. Getafe 0, Coventry 0. Might finish 0-0, you never know. The sun is not setting just yet, but it's going down slowly in the skyline there. Let's continue with the support, guys. We're going for 300 likes today. We're currently on 244. Get in there. Hit that like button. Let's see if we can hit 300. Get involved.
Yeah. Do you know what
Do you still think it's going to be 2-1 to Cov? I don't think it's going to be 2-2.
I don't even think it's going to be 0-0. It's going to be that low scoring that they won't even count it.
It's going to be below a 0-0.
Yeah. Yeah. What I kind of get nearly swore. What I get a little bit upset about is having a keeper that's kind of good for like 1.5 seasons, and then we end up bringing back the one that we played that was our first keeper a few years ago. You know, Ben Wilson's now looking good only because Collins made a few minutes. I want a keeper like De Gea. I know it's a bit of a stretch, but De Gea for Man U, one that you could rely on. Yeah.
No, I don't know if you could rely on De Gea.
But back in the day,
no,
he was. Or Pickford for.
I used to get frustrated with De Gea, and I'm not a Man United fan, by the way, but he used to produce some of the best saves we've ever seen, but then let some rubbish ones in, or not catch a ball when he should have done, or something like that. So
I suppose if you look at if you were to look at a striker like you'd look at a keeper, it'd be similar. If you were to have one striker only, you're relying on that keeper. There's only one keeper in a game of 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But like Pickford is for England, for example, you wouldn't want anyone else, and he's been there for 8 years.
Yeah.
I know it's different, but England is still a football team.
Yes. Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. Right. Where are we? Okay, the game is back underway. 64 minutes. Still 0-0 between Getafe and Coventry, guys. Getafe were the better team for that 15 minutes, though, I must say. First half, Coventry. For that 15 minutes, Getafe. Let's see if Coventry can establish a bit more possession and some shots. Here we come with Jack Radoni. His pass to Tavares. He was tackled. I like Jack Radoni's through balls, and we've only seen 20 minutes of him, but he's been trying to feed the through balls to Sims and Tavares, and You're getting snuffed out a little bit, but I like that, the little playmaker role. Here come Getafe, nice charge here, and they win a free kick. It's a foul there by Jamie Allen. Free kick to Getafe, about 30 yards out. It remains 0-0. Let's have a look. Kitchenwell missed the first 2 games. He's suspended, says Colin. Yeah. Marcus says Rodoni from Huddersfield. He is.
Suspended? What, from because of the last game of the season or something? Did he do...
Ego Chip says this isn't their stadium, is it? No, it isn't. This is like a training facility. Yeah, what was it? He didn't get a red, did he? He got
I wouldn't surprise if we've got a straight red. I think we did.
Yellow or something. Or did he? No, he didn't get a red, did he?
Ipswich, was it?
He didn't, did he?
Wouldn't surprise me. I think he did.
No, I think he might have, because he had a few reds last season. I can't bloody remember.
3 of the bloody things.
3 of the bloody things.
No.
Let's have a look. Let's re-jog the memory.
My Bueno's mounting.
Alright, mate. Let's rewind the clock. Oh, for God's sake.
What are you doing?
No, was it yellows? He had a lot of yellows or something.
How can he be suspended for 2 games then?
Oh no, it was Blackburn. Blackburn. He got sent off against Blackburn, and he missed the final 2 games. How many did he? What was the suspension? It must have been 3. So does he only miss the first game of next season?
Would make sense.
If he's had a 4-game suspension, then that would mean he'd missed the first 2 of next season.
To be fair, if he's already had, that's his 3rd red. So do you reckon you get more suspension?
Yeah, I think that's the case. Yeah. Allen is a great squad player still. Palmer doesn't give us much, in my opinion, says Andrew. Yeah, Palmer's like... No, I like Palmer. I'm not saying I don't like him. I just think he loses the ball the most. But as I said, that is part of his game because he takes players on. Allen, I think if we're serious about a promotion challenge, Allen's not a starter. The game's been paused for a minute here while Getafe get ready to take this free kick.
Didn't he come back from injury quite unfit still?
I just don't think he's like top quality. I think he's okay in the Championship, but shouldn't be a starter.
Our first few seasons in the Championship, he was pretty
He was
key.
okay. Yeah, he's okay. I'm not saying I don't like him. He's okay. I think next summer he might go.
He's a little bit like...
I think this will probably be his last season with Coventry. I don't know what his contract is.
He's a little bit like Dabo, would you say?
Not
in the
really.
sense that...
Not really.
Not quite fit for the Championship.
Well, in terms of fitness, maybe, yeah, possibly. Yeah, I don't know. Very different players, though. Right, sorry. Getafe free kick about to come in. The game's been on hold quite a lot here. Here we go. Free kick, lofted in.
Right, make it nice.
Oh, did he hit a fan? There was someone stood there. It looked like it hit them. I thought it was going to be lofted in, but he went for goal. He put it wide, and it's a Coventry goal kick. Before you know it, guys, there's only 22 minutes left. The game's slipping away, isn't it? Yeah, Leah says Palmer is hit and miss. Colin says it's a 3-match ban. If it's a 3-match ban, then he'll only miss Stoke, won't he? Because that's 1 more game.
I think with Palmer, when he first signed, he was great. But once he starts to relax and get a bit of a feel for the team he plays for, he takes it into his own control a little bit too much. Like, you know, when we watched him play against Bristol, his former team, Bristol City, he was class then, but because he didn't want to make too many mistakes. But now he's relaxed and he thinks he can get away with a lot of stuff because he's got his team behind him.
That comment there was spot on. He's hit and miss. Here come Coventry, Mason Clark. Oh, that is a foul, and it is a free kick in a good position. He did well there. His movement, he drew the foul there. He looks tricky, doesn't he, Mason Clark? He looks like he's starting.
Like a Clark Harris, essentially.
No, but he's got more of a Callum O'Hare build, isn't he? I know Clark Harris is from Peterborough, but he's a bit more of he's an attacking midfielder, isn't he? He's shorter. He's a bit stocky, though, for his height. Like, he's a bit small, but a little bit beefy.
A bit like Bidwell.
Possibly, yeah.
Waghorn was the player I
Right.
was thinking of. By the way.
Oh, God. Josh Eccles is standing over the free kick. Oh, no.
Yeah, but it's not a corner, it's fine.
I want Jack Redoni to cross this. I want to see what his deliveries are like.
It looks like
So
it's
the free
Australian.
kick is on the corner of the box.
Here we go.
Eccles dummies. Redoni crosses.
Oh!
It's a good cross. It's in. No, it's
No,
saved. It hit the post, I think.
Will it be?
Yeah, do you know what? Blue Terrier is absolutely right. The Huddersfield fan that was in here earlier said Redoni is good at set pieces, and we've just seen that there. Lofted the ball in, right onto the head of Bobby Thomas, and I think the keeper's tipped it onto the post.
He's trying to be Grealish, but with his haircut, man.
It's best chance of the game. Let's have a look at this. Redoni lifts it,
Look at
good
that.
delivery. Thomas heads it, the keeper tips it onto the post, and it remains 0-0. Good save.
I like the replay. It's exactly the same.
I know, yeah. It's not like it's shown at just a different angle. It's just the same angle again. In case you missed it, there's a fourth one of
At
that.
least the drone one.
Yeah, that's true. Good header by Bobby Thomas. He generated quite a bit of power there, but the main thing from that is get Redoni on set pieces.
That looks rehearsed as well, and it's surprising to see a rehearsed tactic of a defender. To head it?
When you got the thing we were talking about earlier is you need to practice set pieces because that's one thing Coventry are not good at. Free kicks, corners. Get someone who's good at delivering them because we've got plenty of tall players.
But it was like it was planned that Thomas was to be the one to head it.
Yeah,
He's
because
a defender.
Yeah, but when you've got a corner or a free kick, you send your centre backs up.
Okay.
You send your top set piece. Hadji Wright, Ellis Sims, but also Bobby Thomas, Liam Kitchen.
Got you.
Redoni lift it, they'll head it, 1-0, back of the net, we're getting promoted.
Get ahead of yourself there, lad.
Maisie says it looks like a kid's football pitch. It just feels a little bit like Sunday League, doesn't it? I mean, the pitch quality I can't make a proper observation of because we're so low down, but the training facility's okay, but it is a bit kiddie, isn't it? Like with the football goals. Getafe have a free kick here down the left-hand side.
What other goals would there be? Football goals?
No, the stanchions on the goals, I mean.
I just hope there wasn't a car accident because if I by the road.
Well, the ball might go into the road, yeah, but I don't think it's going to like... I don't know, they've got quite high fences by the looks of it.
Yeah, and palm trees.
Yeah.
I've never seen palm trees at a stadium before. Around.
But that's what it's like in Spain. Palm trees and that. How do you think going to win the match, says Jaden. Are you asking who I think is going to win the match? I don't know. It might finish 0-0. Coventry have just had the best chance of the game there. Bobby Thomas heading it onto the post. Talks of top light injury, so probably precaution, says Mason. Yeah, I like Victor Torp though. Let's have a look at a few more comments. Yeah, people saying it was good delivery from Redoni. Been learning off Sorba Thomas, says Blue Terrier. Yeah, you were right, by the way. That is one thing Coventry have lacked for probably a couple of years now. We need a set piece taker. Since Hamer left, that's when we've needed a replacement. Because bless Josh Eccles, I like him. He's a good player, but he's not a corner kick taker. He's not. Still 0-0, by the way. Closing in slowly on full time. Let's see if we can get to 300 likes. We're one away from 250. Once again, if you've not liked, make sure to do so and subscribe. Thank you once again for your support. Get involved.
Very good ball.
Like, subscribe. Coventry come forwards. The cross is headed by Ellis Sims.
Who hoofed it then? Defender hoofed it.
Good chance there for Coventry.
Oh, that was great. See the replay.
Ellis Sims heads it into the keeper's hands. It was down the left. Jake Bidwell crosses it. Great delivery. Ellis Sims.
It was
Do you know what?
Defender.
He put decent amount of power on his header. Problem is, he put it straight at the keeper. If he puts that in either post, it goes in.
Was it Thomas who kicked it to him?
Yeah, I think that was the lofted ball forwards. But
class.
Great cross from Jake Bidwell. We were saying just after half time that Getafe have started to get a bit more on top, I guess. But Coventry City is starting to establish a bit more possession, a few more shots. It's quite encouraging, this. We'll probably get another drinks break when we get to 75 minutes. It remains 0-0.
You said we haven't quite replaced Hamer. Would you say we've replaced Yokoes? Because there was a comment on one of your videos said that we had...
With the joint power of Sims and we have, yeah.
The squad depth.
Yeah, the squad depth is better now as well. I think Sims and Wright together do at least what Gyökeres did, if not more. I mean, between them, they got 37 goals or something last year. Getafe moving the ball forwards.
We just need a powerhouse like Gyökeres.
Here they come down the right-hand side.
Can we sign Williams, please?
Mason Clark brings it down. Yeah, don't mess about at the back. Clear their lines, Coventry, and the ball's loose, and Getafe pick it up. Here they come down the left-hand side now. Still 0-0 in this pre-season friendly. Big up, Matt. It's so hot in the UK today. I'm from Tamworth, by the way. Cheers, buddy. Thank you so much for that comment. Arsenal want Gyökeres, says Marcus. Yes, we do. I think 2 to Coventry, 2 to Getafe, says Jaden. Are you predicting 2-2 now? I don't know. There's only 15 minutes left. It's 0-0, so I don't know if it's going to finish 2-2, Jaden. Sonny's son says, thoughts on the new kit, lads? And any news on the Swedish keeper? No. In terms of the keeper, we probably know as much as you. So hopefully, fingers crossed, something comes through soon, because I think we all know that we've been linked with him. And the kit, I like it. I was saying earlier, I give it a 9 out of 10. It's a nice, clean kit. I'm going to get it next week. And you?
I'm 5. I'm 50%.
You're just miserable.
No. 50% being it's very plain, but also the other 50% being I respect the fact that it's plain.
Jesus.
Careful.
For God's sake, is what I was saying. For God's sake.
But it's very...
So 50... Hang on, you're giving it a 5 out of 10, and you said 50% for being plain, 50% because I respect it for being plain. I'm not listening to you ever again. What are you on about? Right, let's read out some comments. It's another drinks break. It's the last one. Marcus says, the new kit's a bit dull. When are Man City playing, says Jaden? I don't know.
They are now.
Yeah, they're playing now. They're playing Getafe. I don't know. I don't know when Man City are playing. Let's have a look at the other pre-season scores. Portsmouth are beating Havant and Waterlooville 1-0. Eastleigh are losing 3-0 to Southampton. I said that would be 3-0, but it's not even half-time yet in that game. Harrogate 0, Leeds United 0. Oh, no, scratch that. Leeds United have just scored. Harrogate 0, Leeds United 1. Forest 1, Sunderland 1. And Blackpool versus Cadiz, I believe, just finished 0-0. Right, we are edging towards the final 10 minutes, really. They're having their last water break.
I need a water break.
It'd be great if Coventry can pinch this, but it is a friendly, so we'll see. Was looking at Hamer's news last night. He had a clause that if they are relegated, he can leave if he wants to play in the Premier League. To be honest, plenty of clubs are interested. Yeah, and Steve, the main link is Wolves. Wolves are interested in Hamer. Right. Okay, let's continue that little push towards 300 likes as we're waiting for the players to come back out for the last little stretch. If you respect us for streaming and sitting here and talking football in this heat, then take 2 seconds to like. It's free. Get involved. It takes 2 seconds to like. It takes 2 seconds to subscribe. So it really helps us out on the channel if you subscribe and like. So get involved. The players are back out on the pitch for the last time with 12 minutes to go. Let's see if this game might find a winner. You know what? Even if it finishes 0-0, even if Getafe win 1-0, I'm encouraged by what I've seen. I think it's all right for pre-season.
We can come from this game and just know that we have been the better team. We've created more chances. We've definitely got a little bit more skill than Getafe. It's promising.
Yeah, here come Getafe down the right-hand side. Jamie Allen. So here come Coventry. Jamie Allen's caught offside. Getafe free kick inside their own half.
Matt Huddersfield played. Was he playing for Huddersfield when we watched him in the playoff final?
Oh, yeah, it might have done, yeah. How long's Jack Rodoni been at Huddersfield? Yeah, it's a couple of years, isn't it?
I mean, he wouldn't have been that good then, would he, if he's a young lad?
Well, Jack Rodoni is only 23, so he's been at Huddersfield since 2022. No, they signed him the summer after they didn't win the playoffs.
Within like 18.
They signed him in July 2022, so he's played with them for the last 2 seasons. Obviously, the season before last, they stayed up, didn't they? It was Neil Warnock guided them to safety. And then last year, they did go down. So, yeah.
That happened. It was just strange how that happens. You can be. Is it because do you have to have like a lot of investment in your team? A lot of, like you do well and then you drop
I
back
don't
down.
sound too disrespectful to Huddersfield, but if you look at their performances over the last 6 years, the playoff season was a random spike. I don't want to say they were lucky because they were good that season, but it was they were more consistently not a good team, if that makes sense, over the last 6 years. That one playoff season happened, a real opportunity to go up. They didn't, and then unfortunately they went back to not doing very well. But I mean, there was circumstances after they didn't go up. I think it was Corberan left and didn't leave them in a good position.
Would you say that Ipswich are like?
It's hard to know. Yeah, do you know what? It's hard to. Ipswich would have done next year if they didn't go up. Obviously, they have gone up.
No, would they go straight back down?
Do you mean like to League One? I don't think so.
Like Huddersfield?
No, I don't think so. I think they've got a chance to go.
They've got a lot of funding. They've got a lot of money behind.
Coventry corner, by the way. Let's see what Jack Radoni can do with this corner.
It might be my new favourite player if this goes in.
The players are queuing up. Jack Radoni to take it. Go on.
Come on, show us something special.
Yeah, it's a good delivery. Oh, it just doesn't know. It was a bit too high, but I prefer that to when we keep underselling it, because that was the main thing with our corners last year. It never beat the first man.
Yeah.
But yeah, not actually a great corner there from Radoni, but at least he got it off the ground. Here comes Mason Clark. Let's see what he can do with his tricky feet. He plays it to Bidwell. Bidwell crosses, blocked, corner for Coventry. We're ending the game strong. Can we pinch this?
Do you reckon Robin signed, maybe? Do you reckon Robin signed Radoni because he didn't want to tell Josh Eccles that he can't take corners anymore? Because he seemed like...
Do you reckon he brought him into the office this morning and said, when we play tonight, Radoni, the new boy, is going to be taking corners. You're off them.
Because obviously he didn't want to tell him
Josh
during
Eccles
the season.
Phoning home to Mrs. Eccles. Oh, I've been taken off corners.
His mum or his missus?
I don't know. His mum. Corner headed away. What's this? Is it a free kick to Getafe? Yeah, there's the corner was a bit better there. It was met by a Getafe head, but they've won a free kick there for a foul in the box. So 8 minutes to go. We're closing in slowly on the end of the game. Jaden says you're my favourite YouTuber. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
What about me?
Yeah, do you want to subscribe to his channel? Show him your videos.
No.
I'll put a link down below.
No, actually, I've got one good video. Actually,
No.
the one about my dead cat is my previous version.
No, I don't know.
No, I'll play cigarettes and alcohol Oasis. That is a good video.
Still 0-0 it remains. It's Getafe free kick inside their own half. To be honest, a game the ball has not been active. It's a friendly, so I'm not bothered by it. But if this was a league game, I'd be upset with how little the ball's been in play. The ball is smacked long by their keeper. Here they come down the left-hand side. Getafe might get something here. Here we go. Chance. Oh, Jamie Allen is in the right place at the right time to clear the lines as Getafe nearly had a chance. Mason Clark goes down there and Coventry get a free kick inside our own half. Okay, 7 minutes to go, 7 minutes left. Is there going to be enough urgency from either team to find a winner here in this pre-season friendly? Mason Clark is phenomenal at drawing fouls, says Jack. He is.
Is he a little bit like a Reader Johnson?
No, why are you saying that? He's nothing like him.
He looks big and he's...
He's not like him.
Oh, I want a Reader Johnson.
He's not a defender. He's a midfielder.
Well, neither was Johnson the amount of times we went forward.
That's true. But Mason Clark's small, he's nimble, he's like Callum O'Hare.
Okay.
Coventry City have it here, Jamie Allen.
Nice. Ooh.
Free kick to Coventry. Is that?
Oh, it might be in a minute.
No. There's 5 in the first half, but none in the second.
Allen's claiming that he's been stamped on.
Outrageous.
I mean, he's small.
From what I've seen, Coventry have been the better side. If they play the full 90 with this current selection, they might have got something. Yeah, I think I agree with that. Once again, guys, a massive thank you for your support. Just continue to get involved. Those of you that haven't already, make sure you have dropped a like. If we can hit 300 for this pre-season stream, we'll do another pre-season stream in a couple days. If we don't get 300, we won't. There you go. There's a promise. Let's see if we can get to 300. Hit that like button. We've got 6 minutes of the game left. Coventry City have it here with Mason Clark. He wins a throw-in this time as the ball is poked away from his feet. Yeah, I want to see a bit more of him. I mean, it's pre-season, so we're not going to see the full best from everyone. We're only seeing 45 minutes from each player, but plenty of good performances, I must say. Plenty of good performances. Here comes Bobby Thomas. He gives it to Burrows. I mean, to be honest, Burrows has had a fairly quiet second half. Bidwell's been a bit more lively down that left-hand side. Here's Kitchen. As Coventry have it here with Thomas now. 5 minutes to go. The clock is ticking.
What's strange is that it's not like Coventry, we're going to play less urgent than we would. They still want to win, so why are they not? Why are they not playing like they win in the league? It's not like they're going.
Here we go. Here we go, Rodoni.
It's not that.
No, that can make a difference. That extra 10% needing to win can make a difference. The ball's not been in play a lot. There's not been a lot of rhythm to this, so I think that's why there's not been.
I suppose it all adds
too
up,
much to
like
say.
not running to the ball as much as you would. It all adds up.
Yeah, exactly. So 0-0, 4 minutes to go. Thank you once again for your support, guys. Keep your comments coming. Someone's just said combine our best players from the 2 sets and we've battered them. Yeah, I think, the first half team, but I'd add Ellis Sims to it. I'd add Jake Bidwell to it. I'd add Mason Clark to it, possibly.
How do you reckon these new signings will fit in with the team that we've got? I worry that Sakamoto might be kind of.
Oh no, Sakamoto's still a starter for me. Yeah. I think it's good though because with Mason Clark and Sakamoto and who else is a similar player? I mean, I suppose Rodoni might play attacking midfield. Allen as well. We've got backup in those positions, haven't we?
So it's not like we're going to get confused about
what happened to Sakamoto last season?
He fell on his back.
He got injured, didn't he?
Yeah.
So you need players to step in if he gets injured. But I do think he is a starter when he's fit. Right, thank you once again, guys. We're closing in on 300 likes. 30 to go. We need 10 a minute because there's only 3 minutes of the game to go. Drop a like. Subscribe. Is there going to be a goal? Yes or no? 3 minutes left as Coventry City have it here on the halfway line. Are you going to say yes or no? Is there a goal in this game?
No.
Here come Getafe. Rodoni steps in. Coventry City get the ball. Coventry City keep a hold of it.
The lads are just thinking about the pub afterwards, aren't they?
I don't think so. Rodoni gives it to Thomas. And Thomas goes to Kitchen. Yeah, not a lot of urgency to find a winner maybe. There might be one chance in this game left. Ellis Sims is battling for the ball here. I think that's going to be a foul. He's grappling all over him. But the player is still going here. Oh, but the referee brings it back. And Sims committed about 3 fouls in 5 seconds there trying to stop that player.
They are identical builds.
Sims is like pulling him down and everything. So the final 2 minutes and Getafe have a free kick which they could whip into the box to find a winner maybe.
Or is there going to be a water break within now and full time? Get your predictions in.
Possibly. No, actually, thinking about it, no. They'll blow one bang on 90. So 2 minutes. Jack says pub afterwards with a laughing face.
Oh, yeah.
If they get a winner...
You're bored. No, you were bored. You're going to Spanish bars, have some Madrid.
Going to Benidorm after this. Corner goes in, headed up in the air, the ball is loose. Oh dear.
Oh, was it even in play?
No, it wasn't then. Coventry City get a free kick inside our own box. With 1 minute and 15 to go, I think we're heading for a goalless draw. I don't think there's going to be any stoppage time.
Well, they're showing a replay of that.
If Coventry want to try and pinch this friendly, they need to smack it forwards now and get it into the danger area. We've got possession here with Rodoni. He gives it to Liam Kitchen. Kitchen feeds it forwards to Jamie Allen. Jamie Allen goes out wide. Jake Bidwell. Bidwell into Rodoni. Coventry City coming forwards in the final seconds now.
Faster paced, aren't we?
There's literally 30 seconds to go. We've gone back into our own half and we'll probably...
Come on, clinch it, lads.
Are we
clinch
going
it.
to get a chance here? Yeah. Coventry are going to get a free kick.
This is the most exciting part.
Which is going to be the last action of the game.
I suppose this is like training. Like when you do training, you play against the same, your own team, and up to a point, you know how the players play. So defenders know which way the attacker's going to go. So this is essentially just training.
Yeah,
with new people.
It is, isn't it? It is training. That's what pre-season's about. Right, cross it, lads. The referee's going to blow his full-time whistle after this free kick. You might as well cross it. It's going to be Rodoni. Can he get it onto the head of Ellis Sims or Bobby Thomas to find a winner in this pre-season friendly? Action. Rodoni floats it in. Thomas! Oh, it's gone wide. Oh, it was Kitchen, sorry. Oh, what a chance. Kitchen heads it wide. I thought that was the winner. And it isn't, and it's probably going to be full time.
I've got hope though.
Oh, do you know? I thought that was in.
Yeah.
It was Liam Kitchen. Oh.
There's a hole in the net.
And that was the last of it. The referee blows the full time whistle, and the game comes to a finish. Burgie, look, it's pre-season. It's finished 0-0. It's not the end of the world. If anything, I think there's a few things to take away from this game. Getafe 0, Coventry 0. We'll be here for a couple more minutes. Get your comments in, get your thoughts in, get your reactions in. We will read them out. Burgie, do you have anything to say? Because I think there was a fair bit to be encouraged about.
No. Yeah, the second half, definitely. Getafe, what's his name?
Rodoni.
Cracking. I don't want to get too ahead of himself because, we do this before the start of every season. Oh, we've got some cracking players. Oh, it's going to look great. And then, like when we beat Middlesbrough 3-0 or whatever it was, 3-1 last. Yeah. And it was oh my God, we're going to do amazing. We did all right.
It's hard to take a lot away from that because what this is a training session. We've played two different Getafe teams here. They were both okay. I think in the first half, the Coventry team was the better team. Didn't create a lot of chances, but we saw most of the ball. We seemed in control. Second half, they came out a bit better than us, but we ended the game better than them.
Yeah. Set pieces are great.
Set pieces is something to be encouraged by. I like Rodoni taking those. I think going forwards, Sims carried a bit of a threat. Mason Clark looked tricky, won a few free kicks. Bidwell looked good down the left-hand side. I thought Sheaf was pretty good in the first half. The keepers didn't really have much to do. I think it was a decent little run out for the lads. I'm not going to say it's any more than that. Get your thoughts in to that, guys. Give us your reaction.
I don't know if there's any truth to this, but... No, I noticed that Sims and Hadji, they did well last season when they were competing against each other to kind of get, the best striker. Maybe these new signings will encourage, that sort of behaviour from Sims and Hadji to not be replaced. They, that little bit of camaraderie in them.
Yeah, exactly. Possibly. Right, where are we at, guys? We are at, it's just about to hit 8 o'clock UK time, so we're going to call it a night in 1 minute. I'm going to read out a couple of your thoughts, guys, so please get a comment in before we sign off. I've dropped a link down below if you want to drop my socials a follow. It would be appreciated. But if you haven't already supported this channel, please make sure you are subscribed. If we can even just get 1 or 2 more people to subscribe before we go, that would be appreciated. Subscribe. Make sure you've liked. We're only 20 likes away from 300, so do that as well. Get involved. It's just hit 8 o'clock. Let's read out a few comments. Stevenage is on Tuesday, says Kyle. RG says Robin's out, but I'm sure he's joking, yeah. I hope Coventry do well this season. It would be good to see you get back up, says Ego Chip. Full time, says Jimbo. Yeah, to be honest, to play that well against a top flight Spanish club gives me confidence, says Gads. Yeah, was the better side across both halves. I agree. Yeah, they're a La Liga team. It's only pre-season, nothing to worry about, says Colin. Oh, do you know what? I don't think anyone's worrying. If anything, it's encouraging, I think. Getafe definitely taking it seriously, says Ego Chip. Well, there you go. That's good for us if they were, because they didn't beat us. Not a bad result against a La Liga team, says Ego Chip. In that heat, well done, boys, says Aid. Yeah, that's another thing to take into consideration. The ball wasn't actually in play a lot, but the temperatures were ridiculous.
The Spanish team are used to the heat.
Kyle says, you chill yourself. Well, we are going to go and chill. We're going to have a drinks break. It finished 0-0. Thank you once again for your support. I'll give you a few more seconds just to get any final comments in. Feel free to say goodbye, but we are going to say farewell in a few seconds. Any final thoughts? Are you excited for the season starting in a couple of weeks?
Absolutely. I think like last season was the start of bringing all these new signings in, but only a few were kind of, stand out. Now we might have whittled it down to getting better quality, less players, but better quality ones. So, Coventry's always been a progressing team.
It has, yeah, exactly. I feel even if we played terrible today and lost 3-0, it wouldn't make me think, oh, I'm worried. It's pre-season. But I think the performance was actually something to be fairly encouraged by. But you're right, the club's going in the right direction. We've probably not even finished half of our business yet, so let's see what happens. But we'll be back with some more Coventry content in a bit. We'll be back with Championship content tomorrow. Myself and Sophie have done a video. That'll be out tomorrow, so look out for that. Let's see any final comments. We need a new left-back and keeper, says Nitrix. Assassins Unite says stronger squad than last year. In with the 2 loan backs. What else we've got? Andrew says, good job, lads. Thank you, Andrew. Good run out, says Ali. I think we should sell all our players and buy Ronaldo, says Mr. Random Stuff. Okay, we'll leave it there with that one. Good luck, Matt, with facing Luton. Okay, well, good luck to us for facing everyone this season. We're going to call it a day. Thank you once again. 10 likes away from 300, so I'll just leave you with that. Make sure you've dropped a like and we might hit it as the stream closes. But thank you for joining me, Burgie.
Yeah, apologies for my lack of enthusiasm. I'm stinking hot and it's a boring game.
It was a 0-0 draw. It was pre-season. It's difficult to get too excited, but look, I'm just happy to be back streaming in the new office. That's all good. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for you guys joining me. Really appreciate it. Thank you for your support. As I say, we will be back very soon. It's finished here in pre-season. Getafe 0, Coventry City 0. We will see you in the next one. Take care. Peace out.
Bye, guys.